Welcome into the Cam Strick podcast, episode number 235, presented by Hair Club. My dog has lost his hair, by the way.
What?
Just so you know, he has an infection. He has an infection.
Oh, alopecia, like Will Smith's broad.
Well, I don't know. You
Is she gonna bitch him? Can I make fun of Blay without Blay smacking me in the fucking face?
You shouldn't say that. So he's been eating at himself, and
Jesus,
and
Andy.
it's allergies. So they had to shave him. He's on medication, and
right.
I was wondering if one of those pills might work with the hair situation. That's like,
what? Oh, he's got. Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, dog's gonna be fine, dude. It'll be fine. How about you feed him? He's probably malnourished because you don't feed him. Feed the damn dog. You know.
I keep telling my wife,
can you give him love too?
Get him a bigger water bowl. He needs a bigger water bowl.
Well, get him a bigger water bowl. What? Dude, don't torture the damn thing.
Dude,
you out of your mind?
He drinks plenty of water.
We'll put fucking more water in there,
My
dude.
kids treat
Nothing
him...
worse than seeing a dog that has no freaking water. Are you out of your mind? Put water in a damn bowl.
My kids treat him like he's a prince. Okay?
Okay, your kids
he's got a great life.
Your kids don't know how to treat a dog. You need to know how to treat a dog. You take care of the dog. The kids are all over the place. They're probably grabbing his fucking tail. Take care of the damn thing.
They just don't let him go off the
Good
leash.
God.
Which bothers me.
That's a Hoosier move.
To let him off the leash?
No, just not to have the water filled up and stuff like that. Like he
No,
looks
he
malnourished.
gets plenty of water.
He looks malnourished.
He's overweight. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well then don't overfeed him. Here's the deal. You're giving him scraps on the table. That's what Hoosiers do. Don't do that. He's not supposed to eat that. He's not supposed to eat human food, man. He's not.
Well, he's not.
Damn. Yeah, he is.
Not.
That's why
you're jumping to conclusions.
That's why he's putting weight on. Because you're feeding him scraps under the table. Quit being lazy.
They give him too many treats.
No, Andy doesn't clean the table. Andy has to do everything. So now he has Blay clean the plates after they get done eating, so he doesn't have to do it. That's why he's putting weight on.
He just had his birthday on 4/20.
I know he did. I got stoned for him.
Yeah, did you?
Oh God,
You're like that guy, that comedian who makes fun of the Office guy on 4/20 because
I got so fucking stoned and drunk. And then I just ate so much all weekend. And then today
do you celebrate it like you're in high school?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you?
Well, I think of 420, and I don't just think of weed.
On April 20th? Because it wasn't when Blay was born.
In Colorado. In
Columbine?
Yes.
That's when it happened?
Yes.
On 4/20?
Hitler's
with
birthday?
the dude with the orange hair? Or this is a different guy?
This
is like the first one.
No, these are the trench coat mafia motherfuckers. You know, remember in high school in 99?
Yeah, the orange hair guy was the movie theater.
Yeah, that's later on. That was in a different part, Aurora, Colorado. Okay, so this is 1999. We all know it.
You watching these YouTube specials too?
Oh, yeah, I watch everything, man.
I'm
a fucking
That's bad for your brain.
It's not good.
Just so you know.
No,
you shouldn't fill your brain up with this.
I know what's going on. I remember what's going on. You always have to be aware. But remember those trench coat mafia motherfuckers?
Oh, dude. Yes.
And they fucking locked everybody in the cafeteria. And they had pipe bombs everywhere. And they went in with those assault rifles and fucking picking off everybody. And then they killed themselves like pussies. Because that's what they do.
Did they?
Yes. They shot themselves in the fucking head.
You
yes,
know,
they did. Eric Debo and somebody.
Oh, my God. Don't even mention his name
but when
on
you
here.
bring,
We're not even mentioning Bergy's agent's name, but you're going to mention this guy's
Fuck
name.
his ass. I'm just telling y'all. 420, yeah, smoking dope. But, man, that fucking 1999 Columbine, dude, that was goddamn
Did that
hard.
rock you or what?
Hell yeah.
It rocked a lot of
I was
people.
in high school still.
Were you?
Yes, and you know there's some trench coat dudes in high school at the time, you know.
Oh, yeah, so you're looking at them differently.
I'm like, what's up then? Well, yeah, you kind of like, well, what the fuck?
What
Are you
have
fucked
in that
up
coat?
too?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you got going? Are you depressed at home? Do you want to kill people because your family hates you? Like, what are you thinking right now, you know? And remember I told you I didn't like Slipknot in the 90s either, in the late 90s, because the people that followed them had that kind of look, and I didn't like it. But then I got older. I'm like, Slipknot's fucking awesome.
Dude, I didn't like that look either.
I hated it.
Like when you
Girls
saw kids walking around, the trench coat kids.
I know. All black. Although I wear all black now.
Yeah,
but like back in high school, like I wanted to be athletic, you know, like blah, 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 blah. But these guys, they had their own little crew, but they didn't do anything. They didn't harm anybody. They kept to themselves. But once fucking Dylan Klebo and those guys shot up and
Who's that, dude?
those are guys at Columbine.
You know all the names.
I know everything with that shit. And so anyway, that happened. I'm like, God, these fucking trench coat dudes. But yeah, man.
Did they all die, or are any of them serving time right now?
No, they're dead.
All
Just
of
two
them.
of them. Just two of them. Just two of them.
I mean, that was it rocked the country.
Hitler's birthday too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hitler's birthday's on 4/20?
Yep. I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to be negative, but sometimes shit pops in my head. And I'm like, oh fuck. Like
you
Columbine,
think he's the worst human being in the history of the world?
No. No. He's up there, but no.
Top 5. Give me your top
You want to
5.
know who killed the most people?
Who did?
Who do you think? Happened in the 1400s.
Well, that
North
would be...
of China.
Well, that could be a
North of China.
Yeah, that could
what
be
do you
a
think?
number
Why?
of people.
What do you think?
It wasn't Hung Jong-un.
No, Kim Jong-un? No. Or Kim Jong-il? No. Or his granddaddy? No.
They got like a lineage going on?
Happened north of China. Genghis motherfucking
Genghis
Khan. If you take our bloodline out, a lot of people relate that son bitch.
No way.
He killed fucking half the world. Then he impregnated half the world. We are all some way related to Genghis Khan.
That's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of truth to it.
That's inaccurate. I am not related to him whatsoever.
No shit, because you're not a warrior. You're
not
a warrior.
He's
you don't
a
have
warrior.
Genghis Khan?
Okay.
Is he a warrior?
You said he's one of the worst people.
He killed more people than anybody.
Okay, well, warrior to me is like a positive.
He's fucking burned people. He raped every woman.
Well, that's not a warrior. That's a fucking scumbag.
That's a warrior in the 1400s, brother. You're damn right it is. Everybody was scum back then. Hey, Powell killed our people.
Don't start with the brother thing, okay?
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
bro.
Okay, don't start.
Well, why don't you act? Why you act? You like counter me like that didn't happen. Oh, Genghis Khan didn't fucking rape tons of women.
You called him
had
a
kids?
warrior. To me, a warrior
is a warrior.
Is like
like who? Bergeron.
Marty McSorley.
Like, Andy always goes to hockey. Like these are the warriors in my group. Yeah. No, man. You go back in time. Like that son bitch killed a lot of people.
They could use him.
He's a warrior. No. Genghis Khan was
Actually,
a warrior.
They don't need Bergeron right now. They're all good. Let them sit.
Y'all.
Okay, so give me your other. Who's the other 4? Worst.
Oh, well,
human
fucking
beings.
Stalin didn't help anything.
Okay.
He might have killed 90 million
next?
of his own people.
Next.
There's a lot of people.
Hitler's up
China,
there, dude, in the top
the
5.
Chinese emperors back in the day were fucking killers. You know, like there's a lot, dude.
Dude, you got to include Hitler.
There's who's a dude from Habib from God? Where?
Khabib.
No, Khabib. No, the dude from Central Africa that killed her. Like, listen, there's dictators out there.
If you don't know his
fucking
name, you
wazoo.
can't be trying to include him, dude.
Forrest Whitaker played him in Last King of Scotland.
That's how you
Idemim
know.
Habib. That guy was a nasty son of a bitch too. He'd have sex with you, and if you looked at a different guy, he would cut your fucking legs off and your arms and sew them.
What about Charles Manson?
Yeah, but he didn't kill anybody.
His people did.
Andy, he didn't kill anybody. So if you really want to look at it like straight up, like Charles Manson was a fucking cult leader, but he didn't kill anybody.
He's one of the scariest,
so you know.
scariest people in the history
Scary,
of the world.
very smart guy. He's a very smart man, but he's a psycho. They're all smart, man.
He's got a swastika tattoo on his
Of
forehead.
course he does. He's dead now, but
How'd he die?
In jail.
I know what happened.
Probably old age. I think he ran the show in jail. Jeffrey
really?
Dahmer ain't gonna run the show in jail, but Charles Manson will.
Dahmer died too, didn't
Dahmer
he?
got fucking murdered in jail, brother.
Didn't last very
I'm
long.
not gonna say it anymore. Sorry about that. But he got murdered in jail.
Yes, he did.
You fuck around like that, you're gonna get it.
Okay, just answer the question.
What?
You're putting Hitler in your top 5, like.
Yeah, Hitler's in top 5.
Yeah. Okay. Like, you were ignoring that, and it was like making me think. I didn't want people to read into that.
Himmler, who was in charge. There's a lot of doctors in that Nazi regime that did experiments on children and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Remember that happened not too long ago. I think people do forget about, the
I had
40s
family
and the 30s.
killed by
I know
Hitler,
you did.
dude.
You're damn right. And there's a lot of people we know that had fucking escaped goddamn Germany, escaped Poland, escaped Eastern Europe, and came over here and started their own shit. And people just sometimes forget about it.
You know where my family went?
Sometimes forget about it. Go ahead.
Sweden. And that's why I have my hands.
Yeah, I know.
And my offensive gifts.
Yeah, that's why you were nothing.
My mom, fun fact, all the shit kickers out there driving around in Saskatchewan right now may want to learn this. Probably didn't know this.
Alberta. And Manitoba.
And PEI.
Yeah, man.
Everybody. Y'all. Coast to coast.
Minnesota.
Coast to
Maine.
coast. They settled in Sweden. My mom was born there. Raised there. We still have family there, as a matter of fact. And we get letters that are not written in English, and I actually have had Christian Backman back in the day. I had him translate some shit for me.
Awesome, man.
You ever play with him?
No, he was 55, man. I took his
number. He was 55. Yeah. He was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
They tried to call him a bust back in the day.
Well, he was, wasn't he?
Kinda, but he wasn't bad. Like he was pretty good. Like he just didn't have it internally.
Yeah,
you know
he wasn't mean.
But you know that he would come and I was coaching a hockey team out at Chesterfield Ice. He came out to practice on several occasions.
Oh, that's cool.
Like would skate with the kids. He won a gold medal in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Brought his gold medal.
Yeah.
Showed all the kids. There's some good that can come out
story,
of it, Cam.
Andy. Good story, man. We're talking about, you know.
Well, I wanted to get away from that. It's just scaring me.
Well, you brought up 420, and it kind of cycled
Well,
into
I wasn't
a lot of
expecting it to go there.
Well, that's how my mind goes, baby.
Yeah.
I can't just think about happy. No, there's some hardcore shit that went down.
Because you know what
I'm just
most
reminding
people
you.
think about on 420. You know?
Smoking that dope. I got stoned as fuck all weekend. I ate so much shit. Like, God, I just ate so much fucking
What are you eating?
food.
Sausages?
Yeah, man. Like, I'll make stuff. I'll get up in the morning, go get cake breakfast. I went to Joe Bacardi's and got a bunch of shit. We'll go to the clubhouse and get stuff. I had fried chicken. I just sat and watched hockey all fucking weekend, dude. I had champagne. We golfed. We chilled. I was freezing my ass off.
Oh, cold weekend,
freaking
man.
cold here, man. But we got outside. We did some yard work. I had the fire on. We walked the puppies. I just ate so much shit, and I just put on so much weight, man. I was doing good, and also I'm like, fuck, I'm like 250 again. Like, oh, God. Sometimes I just can't help. We bust our ass all week, dude. Like, we're working, like, our brain's on all week long doing, and he's got 15 different shows he does. I got a 5-hour goddamn show. Then we got to do 3-hour shows here. Like, you're just worn out. So I want to party. And so we did. And I put on 7 extra pounds. No big deal. I just feel like shit.
That can come right off, you know.
Yeah, if I starve myself.
No.
Yeah. Or when we run a marathon. Should I go run a marathon? That's how you get it off.
Zdeno Chara is running a marathon.
I saw that. Man, he always hikes mountains and shit. He can still play.
He probably could.
He could. Probably could. He could.
Well, let's be honest. His
Penalty
last
kill.
year with
Penalty
the
kill.
Islanders, it was
Penalty kill. You get penalty
He
kill.
was just okay.
Probably had a broken jaw, one knee.
Father Time, dude. You know who that is? Undefeated.
Yeah, I know.
You ever heard that one?
No, I've never heard that, Andy. Father Time's undefeated. Never heard that before. You come up with the craziest stuff, dude. You're so original. It's unbelievable. My God.
Making sure you'd heard of that before.
Yeah, Andy. I have.
Can I just apologize to all of Ontario
For what they do?
for Doobie?
Oh, Doobie's going to beat somebody up in the stand, okay? Watch out, Doobie's up there. Oh, my God. Is Doobie yelling at me? Oh, help me, help me, help, it's Doobie. The fuck out of here.
I've never seen
I like Jason
that,
Spezza,
dude.
man. Jason Spezza's so
He's
fucking
just
cool.
chilling out.
He's so cool, man. Play with him. But Doobie's like, yeah, I'm Kyle Dubas, everyone, okay? Stop making fun of my team.
You're a real fucking hero.
Yeah.
You're a hero. That's what he's saying.
I'm Doobie.
That's what he was saying to the fans.
Those fans would have bagged his ass up. Lord, calm down. That's how you jinx yourself.
Settle down, Doobie.
That's how you jinx yourself, Doobie. Chill the fuck out. Just win the fucking game. You got Ryan O'Reilly. You made some good trades. He's taking your team over the top. Shut the fuck up and let the fucking game play out. You keep chirping fans like that, I'm telling y'all, that's how you jinx yourself. Karma always gets you, man.
Is there anything he can do in the suite to maybe calm himself down? Like, what would you recommend?
I don't know, snort some painkillers.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
That is terrible
All right,
advice,
snort
dude.
fucking Xanax then.
No, don't do that either.
Well, that's how you chill out.
No, you just got to count to 10.
Count
dude.
to 10. There you go. Count to 10. You don't have to snort anything.
Like
Count to 10.
Go punch a pillow or something.
Yeah. Punch that pillow. Yeah.
I've never seen.
Calm down.
I mean, I got high-ranking hockey people just texting me, being like, "What a clown this guy is."
Calm the fuck down.
Could you see Steve Yzerman just like,
How about an Army?
or Army?
No one's going to say shit to Army anyway.
And no one's gonna
look at you and be
and
like,
you know
"Go
what?
fuck
It's funny because
yourself."
I thought of that. I said no one's talking to Steve Yzerman like that either.
Hell no.
But even like Julian Brisebois,
Well, it's like if somebody
you know what
chirps you,
team
just-
he's the GM of?
Yeah, Lightning?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's
Making
unbelievable.
Sure. Oh yeah, he's unbelievable.
Andy, why do you think I'm stupid?
No,
Seriously.
I don't. But you didn't react to it, so I wanted to make sure we were.
I don't
we
see
were on
anybody
the same
chirping him.
page.
No one's
no
chirping
one would
him.
chirp him.
No one's chirping him.
No one's chirping.
Because he doesn't sit out there and like put himself out there like, and start doing things. And guys like, calm down, Doobie. And Doobie's like, don't call me Doobie. I'm Kyle.
The guy was like, "Go back to Canada." He's like, "Oh, you're a real hero."
Calm
Now,
down.
maybe he said something about his wife and kids. You never know. But you know what? You just got to deal with that.
Just deal with it, man. Like, you're on top of the world. Your
Listen,
team's winning.
Doobie,
Shut the fuck up.
You really haven't done anything.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Okay, I mean, I hate to say it. You made a great trade. You signed a bunch of guys to some very expensive contracts who you've drafted. And listen, I could have drafted Austin Matthews first overall. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you give me that draft, probably. And Mitch Marner, playing with Matthew Tkachuk back in London, and I probably would have drafted him fourth overall too. I think he was fourth.
Yeah,
okay,
I know.
So you've made some great picks. You haven't gotten out of the first round. You get Ryan O'Reilly now, who even who plays at half the pace of everybody else is your best player.
He's your best player.
He's your best player.
And John Tavares is doing pretty good too.
He is, but Ryan O'Reilly won the game on his own, game 3.
He did, man.
He just takes it over.
He figures it out.
Although he shouldn't have been given a fighting major for that. He and Kucherov.
I like Stammer though. Point winning the boards. Point's one of the most underrated dudes in the fucking league. And Stammer was so pissed.
So pissed.
He's like, fuck this. And he grabs Austin Matthews. Matthews like, oh my God. I'm not supposed to be in this. What am I supposed to do? And rightfully so, man. But I like how a superstar grabs a superstar. I know people are bitching about it, and
They're like, Matthews is just picking up sticks. He wasn't even involved.
It's like, well, sometimes you're involved. Okay,
yeah, sometimes.
Hey, if a Hall of Famer is going to get you,
choice.
Yeah, if a Hall of Famer is going to get you involved, you better get involved. Okay, because he's a Hall of Famer.
It wasn't like,
it wasn't
Pat Maroon.
Patty,
He didn't grab him.
Tanner Janot.
Tanner Janot.
No. So Stammer's like, I'm just going to throw bombs on you real quick, and they fell, and he did. I just like the emotion. I don't want Matthews getting hurt because Stammer caught him with an uppercut. Like, I don't want any of that.
Dude,
I just like the emotion. That's all, baby.
John Cooper had the best response because people are accusing Tampa Bay of trying to work the referee. First off, we'll get into the referee. I'm so sick of hearing about the damn referees every 2 minutes.
Wes McCauley and all that.
I just can't. I can't handle talk. We just talk about the referees. This is what happens, hockey, when you get 2 Canadian teams that are like cup contenders. And all of Canada has their eyes. This is what everyone just goes crazy.
They go nuts, man.
They go crazy. But like John Cooper's like, we thought we were getting a power play, so we're trying to work the refs and whatever. When all of a sudden our 2 best power play players get in fights and now they got to leave the ice. If this wasn't all about trying to, we just would have let it go, and then it's gone on the power play and keep Stamkos and Kucherov on the ice.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Kucherov had to go jump
pissed,
on it,
man. Hey, they are the best team in the league talking about Tampa Bay in terms of sticking up for one another.
Dude, I've never seen anything like it.
Nothing's even close.
And it's not even like bad, stupid things like the Islanders are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders are getting stupid fuck penalties left and right. I can imagine Lou just losing his mind. I know he loves the aggression, but Tampa finds a way to do it the right way. They seem like they don't get jammed up. They'll stick up for you. Everybody knows, man, you go by that bench, they're going to get 50 guys chirping you. You got guys sticking up for each other. They'll hit you the right way. They don't really take stupid penalties. But, yeah, man, Tampa, they're just a real deal. Now, they're banged up, and they've slowed down a bit. And there was a little wake-up call last game. They should have won that fucking game against Toronto. But Ryan O'Reilly took the boys on the back, and he's like, no, I'm a winner.
This is it's a great series. But you got Sheldon Keefe, talking about, the referees and all this type of stuff. Everyone just stop talking about the referees. This has been going on for decades and decades and decades. Yeah. And I know they've been terrible. So I'm not going to sit here and defend the referees.
Hey, imagine Ryan O'Reilly, though. He comes to St. Louis. We just had Patrik Berglund on coming up here, dudes, and he's fantastic. He's one of my favorite human beings ever I played with. But anyway, so you get Ryan O'Reilly. He comes to St. Louis, and he wins you a goddamn Stanley Cup that you've been craving for 50 fuck years, and he gets a Conn Smythe, and he's the man. And now he gets traded to Toronto. And imagine Ryan O'Reilly takes that fucking team, and they win the cup. And he's got 2 organizations that he's the biggest pimp.
Well, that puts him in a completely different category.
He'll have 2 statues in 2 different places.
And especially if he were to do it in Toronto.
That's what I'm saying,
then he's like a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. No, seriously.
Oh, he would be.
Like, I'd put him in. Like, there you go. Statue.
The NHL would be like, we'd like to make an exception and put Ryan O'Reilly in the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
No, now. Take him. You take him. He's still playing.
We're going to have a special ceremony.
He's still playing.
We're going to have a special ceremony.
Fuck that.
Every team in the league would have to retire their number 90. No one could ever wear it again.
No.
For any team in the league.
I'd be like, yeah, you're good. You get Toronto and St. Louis, those droughts, and you are a huge reason for that. Yeah. You're in the Hall of Fame before you retire. And you're handsome and you can play the guitar. and
That's
you're a good dude,
That's a pretty good.
and you're a good dude, where you can call Ronald Rob, like, want to party a little bit?
Yeah.
He'll do it.
I will say this, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Toronto's going to win the series.
I agree, man.
Tampa Bay, it was Game 3.
I know.
They had to win that to win the series, in my opinion.
I know. I get you.
I don't know if Toronto had to win it to win the series.
I don't know.
But I feel like Tampa Bay had to win Game 3. So now you're talking about a split at the very best. If they can get that, then we'll see what happens.
They're banged up.
They are just so banged up.
I like Corey Perry, man. I love Patty. We love that team so much. We love Coop.
And Janot's a good
Coochie.
fit there, too.
Janot's doing his thing. He almost gets fucking beat up by a hefty woman by the penalty box.
Dude, can you believe he said that? Esposito.
We love
Espo.
Big Phil. Big Phil, what's up, baby? We love you.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Hey, I've listened to, like, in the car, going back and forth, like, from practice, Cam.
Big Phil.
And, dude, he's the most entertaining color analyst
he's the best.
in the game.
I don't give a shit.
Like, he's like watching the game with, like, your drunk uncle.
Buddy, dude. He's your buddy.
Your drunk uncle's over, and he's just complaining and yelling at the TV the whole time. You know who else is like that? Is the guy who does the help me out here, who does the Islanders games, who did the game the other night on on TNT, who's like a playoff hero, legend for the Islanders. Look that up. Butch Goring.
Yeah, dude. He don't give a fuck.
Butch Goring is
big
like,
old Butchie boy.
He's just calling out Toronto left and right. He's like, what are they doing? Like, he's like watching the game with your uncle too, man, who's just like your pissed off uncle.
Entertain me.
I know.
I don't give a shit. Entertain me.
I'd rather hear from those guys.
Hell yeah.
Put Esposito on a broadcast than like hearing like the real serious breakdown all the time.
Shit, man. Phil's like, I don't know if that's a woman or a man.
Oh my God. And he doesn't get canceled for that?
Hell nah. I like it, dude.
That means you're uncancelable.
Yeah, there you go.
He called her an FAT woman.
I know.
I can't even say the word.
I don't like that.
I can't say the word.
I don't like that. I'm fat too. It's all good.
I can't tell if it's a man or a woman. Like, and then he's working the next game like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened, dude. Good for you. I like it. With all the cancel culture going on right now, you know what? She put herself.
We are not condoning that.
No, I don't like when people call somebody. I don't like fat.
You
shaming.
cannot fat shame.
I don't like fat shaming. Like, don't get me wrong, but then again, I do like
old people just being.
I like old people just don't give
themselves.
a fuck, and it's just like I appreciate it because the world right now is so soft with shit, and so it's like sometimes you know what? If you're gonna be out there and you're obese and you're yelling and you're obnoxious, you're gonna get fucking chirped.
So
that's how it goes.
If you're a young person, like that's how the world used to be. Everyone used to not give a fuck.
Pussies. You know, I get beaked every day. Andy, we get beaked every day on the text line and stuff. Like, it's like, but it is what it is, man. Like, you just got to deal with it. But people are soft these days. I like the old school shit. That's just me. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Butch Goring, though.
Big Butchie. Terrible
He's
helmet.
like, what is that guy doing? Like, he's just crushing people during the broadcast. I'm like, this guy is awesome. I was like texting people. I'm like, I'll tune in to listen to this guy any day of the week.
Damn right, dude.
Even though I don't even know if he knows what's going on half the time sometimes.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. TNT, without Biz and without...
without Tocchet. Oh, it's different.
Like, I love Colby, man. Army, I love him, dude. I party with him in Nashville. He's fucking funny. At least he's different. But like I miss like if Biz
and Keith Yandle's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy and all. I don't think he's that good on there. I think it just you miss the motherfucker. You miss Biz just being sometimes he's serious, sometimes he's goofy. There's always something you're gonna get with him when he's not on the panel.
Hey, it's Ace.
Hey there, it's Ace. What? Hey, it's Ace. Okay.
Ace who?
It's Anson. Oh, hi Anson. How you doing? No, Ace is pretty. Actually, Ace will break it down, dude. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's gotten better.
But
too.
if Biz ain't on there, dude, I'm like,
yeah, it's tough. But you know what? You watch the games. I like it when the King's on there. Henrik.
Damn right.
Lundqvist.
Yes,
he's cool as shit.
He's cool as hell, man.
So
I like when Kretz is on there, but Biz just does it all. He's Barkley. He's Barkley, man. Like he is. If Charles ain't on fucking TNT, I don't give a shit about the NBA. But if Charles and Shaq are going and talking about somebody's goddamn hairline,
Barkley's the most
I'm listening to it.
Popular hockey analyst.
He's the funniest dude on the planet. Charles Barkley's the funniest guy on the planet. Like he is. He is awesome.
But like every time Barkley says something, we have to like.
It's hilarious, dude. He doesn't give it. He's getting his own show on CNN.
Is he?
CNN is so desperate to do anything, rightfully so. So they're going to hire Charles Barkley to do like a weekly thing about politics.
Who's saying that?
No, he has his own show. It's called King Charles now.
For real?
Yeah, on CNN. That's you probably will watch it
I hadn't
you watch CNN all the
Cam,
time.
I don't like any of them.
They're depressing. They're all.
I don't like any.
Shit, I think Tucker Carlson got fired today too.
Did he?
Yeah.
For what?
Dominion thing. Spewing lies. Although I don't think he said
much.
much.
About the voting?
Yes, about the voting thing. Yeah. I think
And
he got fired.
and didn't the network have to spend like
$700 million?
Millions
I think
of dollars?
they're just going to spend it and just pay it off.
So what did he do? Like,
they had it wasn't because I don't remember Tucker.
Has it been proven?
I don't remember Tucker really, and I watch Tucker because he's different and I like it.
That one dude from CNN, his brother Como.
Those two
I mean,
creepazoids.
They're
touchy
like,
feely Comos.
Are they both touchy feely?
Fuck yeah.
Well, his show got canceled because was like,
because he's touchy feely, Pepe Le Pew, just like his daddy.
Yeah, but also
or his brother.
His brother is the governor of New York. Like, what you think you're getting fair coverage and all that type of shit? Come on,
they get carte blanche coverage. Are you kidding?
I know.
They own the coverage.
I know.
Yeah. So when you get fucking fired,
so that's what
that
I'm
means
saying,
you've been
man.
like touchy poo, weirdo, Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, but you're saying that as if like something came out about that. Did something come out about him being touch? I'm just asking. I don't remember exactly.
Chris Como?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Touchy poo. A lot of those guys, man, on TV.
He's a rich kid though, isn't he?
He's a rich little pussy boy, and then he works out and he's like, I'm tough. I'm this.
Remember he almost got in a fight at a restaurant one time.
He'll get bagged up.
No, it was it went viral.
I know. I
remember that one?
Yeah, he's so tough. Those TV guys, whoo, they're tough.
I think he could be. You never know. He could maybe handle himself.
Yeah, in your department, maybe.
Maybe.
He comes out with the
but
shit
I don't
kickers.
like the Fox News dudes, man.
All the
either.
shit. They're all suck. Well,
all of
Brett
them,
Baer's
both
cool.
sides.
I like Greg Gutfeld too.
You think they all believe what they're actually saying? Or they just? It's like whatever network they work for, that's what they're gonna do.
Whoever's talking to you and where the money's coming in. I think Tucker's about as real as you can get, and he puts himself in jams and he calls out everybody. So, but if you're lying, man, you're getting fucked. So there you go. So that's why when you watch these shows, you don't agree. Like, listen, I don't agree with everything he says, but there's some things I'm like, I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm glad you brought. Oh, the Epstein thing. Yeah, bring it up again. Oh, fucking weirdo kids going to drag shows. Yeah, bring that up. Stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. No one else is touching it. Tucker will. But you gotta take everything with a grain of salt, man. You can't just be like, I believe everything. No, just pick and choose and just do your own homework on shit and then, evaluate for yourself. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes I want to watch like these cult fucking, like that David Koresh,
Oh, yeah.
David Koresh, handsome guy. I'm with Jesus. Jesus is talking to me. Now, all y'all.
He's from Waco, dude.
All y'all come here real quick. Now, all you husbands, you go into this room here. Now, the wives, you come with me and your daughters and all you husbands over there. I'm going to make sweet love to them because Jesus told me to. Okay? Is
that your impersonation?
Because Jesus told me to. I'm going to make love.
Sounds like the teacher from South Park.
I'm going to take the burden of making love to your wife and daughter so you don't have to. Okay? Fucking weirdo.
How did he just come into the conversation?
I don't know. Waco's on Netflix.
Oh, you're watching that?
Yeah.
You have way too much time on your hands.
I don't have kids, Andy.
Well, you just have way too much time.
Well, that's knowledge. So now I have time.
I'm trying to get a hold of Cam in the afternoon. He's sleeping.
Well, because I get up at 4:15 in the morning because I work in the morning. But I don't have kids, so I get to enhance my knowledge by just watching stuff and then picking out what I think's this and that and the other. While you're going to soccer practice and this and that, and something will pop up on your phone. You're like, hey, let's talk about this today. Meanwhile, I'm fucking reading all this shit all day long. So yeah, the David Koresh, I want to be a cult fucking
But I
hero.
want you to start filling your brain with some different material.
Like what, Andy? Draft choices? You want me to talk about the 2004 draft? You want me to do that?
No.
Is that what you want?
No.
You know what I do, though?
There's everything on YouTube, though, Cam. You can
Everything.
You could start gardening. You can do
Well,
whatever
that's
you
why
want.
we need to put our stuff more on YouTube so we can monetize a little more. All these little fucking things that we do, post that shit on fucking YouTube and TikTok. That's how you monetize. We need to do that more. Now we're starting to do a little bit more video and shit, and I think the people like that,
How
man.
you handling it? What's the reaction you're getting from that?
Yeah, they love seeing us. They want to see us, dude, 100%. People are like, no, I want to see you. I'm like, okay. So we'll do more video. We'll do one today if you want. Or tomorrow, whatever you want to do. Let's do a couple a week at least. Now, they can't talk over each other, and we got to fucking splice it the right way, Brody. But on the other hand,
we apologize for that.
We apologize for that. It's all good, man.
It wasn't us talking over each other. It was just like two
splice.
videos simultaneously going on at once.
Yeah, but I'm interested in all kinds of shit. Like the Boston Marathon bombing
Oh,
came out, too. Those fucking weirdo
hey,
fucks.
those guys, I remember he was hiding in a neighborhood in like a boat. Yeah. And so,
you know how hot that is?
Is he still in prison?
Fuck yeah.
Or did he die?
No, one of them died. Got shot. The other one.
Really?
The handsome kid, that Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone took this kid and like poofed his hair up and made him look like Jim Morrison and put it on the front page. Like he's a sex symbol.
What do you think the families think of? Like if the families, like their life is ruined too, aren't they?
I think the family's probably like, we kind of agree with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just think they were hardcore Muslim, man.
What about like that kid who blows up the
which kid?
The bank in Louisville, dude. Like he was like an athlete. He had some mental illness.
Mental illness is a big
His dad's
thing.
like a big time coach.
It's not about
in the community.
In my opinion, I think stricter gun laws. I don't mind that at all. You want to put red flags up on people? Fuck yeah, do it. It's a little bit more difficult to buy assault weapons or whatever the case is, or even a weapon in general. I completely.
I heard Stephen A. Smith talking about this.
Yeah, because that's where Andy gets his political takes from. Stephen A. Fuck Smith. So anyway, I when it comes to guns like that, but I think the real issue is mental fucking illness.
That is the issue.
It is the issue. Like the guns aren't like, hey, take me. Like guns are here, man. There's 350 fucking guns in this country. You ain't gonna get rid of them. And if you expect to come out yonder where I live and confiscate guns, well, everybody's loaded. Just so you know, that's why it's gonna be tough for any fucking country to come invade us. Everybody's loaded when you come into the United States.
Not true.
Not you, but majority. What are you talking about? There's 350 million guns. Majority of people in United States are armed with weapons. A majority, 100%. You're the only dinkball that's not. Don't kids.
Don't say that. You don't know that.
I know. I shouldn't say it. No, Andy has a bazooka. You don't go to his house. Andy's got bazookas and flamethrowers.
Dude, there's crazies out there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling you, man. Learn how to shoot a gun. Anyway, so I agree with the.
I'm going to the shooting range actually.
I bet you
in a couple days. We should take some video cameras out there.
I'd go with you. I told you that. If you want to go to a shooting range, just go.
That tradition, it was like a ceremony. I don't know if it was a wedding or what, but like these men are sitting on like a log, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, Andy.
6 or 7 of them. And they hold a gun up in the air, like a big-ass rifle, though. Looks like an AR, you know?
No, there's a difference between the two.
Okay, and he starts, shooting it. Then he hands it to the next guy. He starts shooting it. The next guy shoots. Well, one guy gets it and just doesn't have a good grip on it. It's like going everywhere, dude. And like it's shooting at everybody. And
was that in the Middle East?
I think so.
Yeah, Andy. That's not in the U.S.
Well, I don't know. Was it a wedding?
Yes. These psychos in the Middle East. It could be India, by the way. But the psychos in the Middle East still have AKs. Not ARs. AK-47s.
It's an AK.
And they're like this.
Oh, yeah. And then they hand it to the next guy.
And then the other guy cannot get a grip on it, and he shoots his buddy.
He's shooting everybody.
And the guy, he's shooting everywhere, and all of a sudden people are like, am I dead?
Oh, they're like tackling him, like, oh my God.
Stop, you moron.
It was too heavy. And I'm thinking to myself, man, that may happen to me.
Well, don't do that.
If they handed me the gun. But
yeah, because you couldn't handle it. No one's handing you a gun anyway.
Well, I want to know what the ceremony was that was going on over there.
Oh, God, who knows, man?
Can we talk about the officiating?
Yeah.
Why is everybody talking about the officiating?
When don't they?
Exactly.
When don't they?
Is this like new?
No.
It's like, could you imagine if they had social media when Brett Hull scored his goal? In the crease?
Yeah, dude.
Or if they had social media when Gretzky clipped Gilmore and was like bleeding and they didn't even call it?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have social media. So it's like people act like this is new and it just started.
They fucked up the other night, though, Andy.
My God.
In a Minnesota game.
Several times.
Foligno gets tripped up and falls in the boards, and they call him.
Oh, my God.
Fucking morons. And then they go and score on a power
Who came after him?
I don't know. I love that Foligno.
Clipped. Oh, Foligno got clipped up.
He got clipped. They call him for a penalty. He's like, what?
They should have taken
like a game-breaking penalty? Like, you fucking idiots. Put your whistle away if you don't know
so what the fuck's
going
What's
on.
What's the solution? I asked that on Twitter.
Well, you just don't call things if they're ticky-tack and you don't know what the hell's going on. Just put your whistle away and sort it out later. It's better to not call it than call it and be wrong, I think.
Okay, but here's the difference. This is the fine line. There's like different types of refs that are officiating these games.
You got the nerdy ones and you got the old school ones.
Sometimes sometimes certain refs let them play, and you got other refs that want to call it by the book. You know what I'm saying?
I'm calling it by the book, okay? I'm going to call everything. Why?
You got goals that are being called back where one time the ref is out of position, the other time the ref like fully sees it. He's like on top of the net, and he's still. So I don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is. This is just nothing new. You go back to the year the Blues won the Stanley Cup too. You had the hand pass situation.
Yeah.
Remember how the Blues handled that?
You got over it.
And then when Bozak tripped, I think Achari.
Yeah.
And the Blues scored, and Boston went absolutely crazy.
Cassidy started complaining.
They're all complaining.
Yep. You're right.
And you got Sheldon Keefe complaining. Like,
you complain about the refs.
Stop complaining.
It's going to bite you in the ass. It always does. You chirp fans as a GM. You start chirping the refs. You start complaining in the press conference. What did Craig Berube do? What did Craig Berube do with that hand pass? What did he do?
Well, he told them to park it.
He just goes, no, we'll figure it out.
I know. And he told the whole team to do that. I think it's harder for some guys than others. I think
Berube.
David Perron wanted to unleash in the
Yeah,
post
no, but don't do it.
But he knew not to.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the best overall player in the Stanley Cup playoffs as of right now, who hits the hardest, who logs the most time, and who's most effective on the ice when he plays? Go.
Chris Kreider.
He's up there.
He's a hell of a player right now,
Who's
man.
the hardest hitter going that still dominates the ice? Go.
Hardest hitter.
Who is crushing motherfuckers?
Well,
Andy?
I got to think about this now.
Plays for Boston.
Who, Marchand?
No. Come on.
Well, hold
He
on.
dominates. You know who. Fucking A.
Oh, we're talking about a defenseman?
I'm talking about a player, Andy. I'm talking about a forward. No, I did not. I said, who's the player?
Yeah, McAvoy.
It's Charlie McAvoy.
He's fucking awesome.
He's crushing guys.
He is crushing guys, and he plays like that all the time.
He is awesome.
And he crushed Matthew Tkachuk yesterday. And his first game that I'm pretty sure that he ever played in his career was a playoff game.
Crushing
And he
guys.
came in right off the bat, was unbelievable. Hey, all y'all out there in Saskatchewan, Alberta, wherever the hell you are right now. Manitoba. You guys want to hear a hell of an interview? Go listen to awesome. McAvoy when he was on with us before he was even really McAvoy. You know what I'm saying?
Murdering guys.
This dude's awesome. Wasn't even invited to the top 40 camp for the U.S. development program until like last second. Somebody was sick or got hurt. They're texting his ass when he's in like social studies class.
Come on.
In high school from New York.
He is
his dad like a plumber or something.
He's a hitting son of a bitch. He is a damn good player.
He and Matthew are very good friends.
Wow. That kid. He's a player, man.
He's a hell of a player.
He is a goddamn player.
He might be their best player.
That's what I'm saying. He dominates the ice. You can't get around him. He hits you. He walks the line. He does everything. Charlie McAvoy. Lord.
Darnell Nurse.
You don't even have to be big.
You got Darnell Nurse, who may be the most overrated player going in the playoffs.
He didn't know where he was on that last goal.
He doesn't ever know where he is.
He's like, what's going on here?
And here's the problem with Darnell Nurse, man. I know he's making whatever, 9.5. That's the AAV. But the next 4 years, I tweeted it out the other day. I couldn't believe it when I looked up his contract. It's like $12 million this year, 10.4 next year, then 12, then 10, like $50 million bucks or something like that in the next 4 years. Like this has got to be one of the worst contracts. And I know he's a good player, and he gets 40 points.
He's a good dude.
He's a plus.
He's a tough guy.
He's exactly. But his hockey sense defensively is there's
the guy was right behind him.
There's something to be said for lack of awareness, man. He has so for them to commit that much money, like I know Edmonton was kind of in a jam at the time, probably still are.
Yeah,
keeping players. Yeah, they're not getting free agents. You're going to have to overpay certain guys. He's getting a shit ton of money and salary bonus money too. Yeah. I'm surprised they came back and won that game, but I feel like these teams that go up 3-0 early in playoff games, man, the other team always comes back and just ties it up.
Do you think the Kings are going to do something here?
I think the Kings lost the series.
Even Will Ferrell with the makeup and shit. I love that.
What do you think of that?
I like that. Are you kidding?
You got John Hamm and MSG, who he's now a Rangers fan.
John, like how many teams that you like?
I'm a fan of all teams.
I love everything. I'm John Hamm. I love everyone. I am the best. I love the Rangers. I love the Blues. I love the Kings.
Where's the camera?
I love everything. I need to be interviewed now.
Back to you.
Hammer's cool, man.
He's
just kind of nerdy a little bit with that.
It's just like you can't be I think he was a diehard fan of another team earlier in the year too. Like
every team, he's a diehard fan of. Like he's going to be a Devils fan.
He's like mad about a call against the Rangers. He's like upset about it. I'm surprised he's not a Vegas fan because he likes Barbashev.
Yeah, that's right. He likes everything. I like everything.
But he makes a lot of money, dude. He's doing a lot of shit. He's in movies.
And it's good for hockey.
He's the voice of Mercedes-Benz.
He's good for hockey, dude. No doubt about it.
He does the award shows.
Yeah. I like the ham dog, man.
But he should be wearing like a Blues hat to the Rangers
But like
game.
how many teams do you really like? Like, I don't like anything. Like, seriously, I'm trying.
You pick the Rangers over the Devils.
I don't like anything.
And that's your
I
team.
love my puppies, and I love food and booze.
Which dog do you love more?
Oh, I don't know.
And if you put the cat, you got to rank them in order with the cat, too.
Boo Boo's my number one.
No way.
She is my number
Over
one.
the dogs?
Yeah, right.
What if the dogs heard you say that?
She's going to die
dude?
soon, man.
Oh, my God. Really?
She's 16 years old. She's
Don't put that out in the universe.
She's my baby, dude. And I'm going to be so lonely when I get up in the morning and she's not there. I'm going to be fucked up bad, dude. I'm going to be fucked up.
What if we have to work that day?
I don't know. I'll be fucked up.
And we got to put a podcast out the next day. Like,
my mom died in fucking December. I got through that. My little kitty dies, man. Like, that little thing is by me every day. Like, she's
I don't mind if you want to bring the cat with you that day. Even just bring it here.
When she's dead?
If you want to.
When
just
she's
to make
dead?
you get through the podcast.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Just saying, if you need to do that.
It's a horrible thing, man.
I'm
when she dies, I'm going to take
whatever you got to do to get through it. I'm okay with it.
They have to put her down. I just know what's going to happen.
I'm just saying I'd be okay with it.
Fuck, man.
And I'd understand.
My baby Boo Boo. Like, she's just my.
What is Boo Boo like doing right now?
She's waiting for me to get home. She's sitting there like, where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? Where's my life at? And like, she won't even talk to Kate.
It looks overweight. I'm not going to lie.
No, she's skinny, and it scares me even more. Because she just, I don't know. She's just my baby girl. You know, I love that little baby.
You don't like kiss it and stuff like that.
Oh, God. I'm like this. I'm Pepe Le Pew. Like, literally, Pepe Le Pew on that little kitty. I'll be like, yeah. I'll put her underneath my shirt. Yes, I'll tuck my shirt
What does Pepe Le Pew mean?
He's like the creepo skunk that wants to bang the kitty cat all the time. Okay. And he's like, I love you, and he's like a French skunk. But I'll take Boo Boo and I'll put her underneath my shirt, tuck it in, and have her head sticking out right here. And people will come over and Boo will be, her head will be sticking out, and I'll just like talk to them like I'm normal.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're fucked. I'm like, no. She sleeps right there with her head sticking out.
I'm
just telling you.
Boo Boo.
I'm just telling you what she does.
About like if you have
she
to
follows me, especially when I go to the
off.
bathroom. When I go to the bathroom, she's right there with me.
That's what Sierra used to do. My white German Shepherd did.
Good for you.
Never took her eye off of me.
Never. I mean,
if you came near me, Kim, she'd bite your damn hand off.
Well, you need something.
And I used to have a command for the dog.
Oh, I bet you did.
Oh, I did. And it would freak people out that would come over. And I would give the command, and the dog, the ears, and it would get up on its front paws.
Yeah, like I'll fuck you up.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fuck you up.
You want to know what the word was?
What?
Kujai.
Kujai? No. Is that Japanese?
No. Kujai.
Kujai?
Kujai.
Kujai.
And the dog would, teeth showing and everything, dude. It would fuck. I'm just telling you, dude. You come in my house.
Why don't you get another one? Because you ain't got nothing now.
They shed too much. So next time you have somebody walking through your yard that shouldn't be walking through the yard.
Nobody does it.
Comes in the house.
Comes in the house. What are you talking about?
That cat.
No one just goes in people's houses.
That cat's not
no
doing anything to protect you.
Near the dogs probably either. I'm going to kill somebody.
Oh, my God. Could you do it?
Yes. 100%. You come in my house? Oh, God.
What if it was me and it was an accident? I was like trying to surprise you.
You're dead.
Dude.
You're dead.
Like, take a look before
Why are you coming in my house, you psycho?
Just take a look before you know it.
No, I'm not. I'm going to put you down.
Without even looking.
You're in my house?
Could be your dad, dude. You don't know.
He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. You're going to have to bust a window because the doors
Did you make him dinner this past weekend?
I brought him stuff.
What'd you bring him? Brisket?
Yeah.
Burnt ends?
Super smokers. Yep. Goddamn right I did. Super smokers, baby. Got him some brisket. Got him a little bit of turkey. And I got him some good baked beans. He loves it. And he listens to the podcast. He listens to our radio shows. He listens to all your shit. And he just sits in the back and chills and texts me. Now he knows how to text.
He listens to the podcast?
Listens to everything, dude. He doesn't miss a fuck. Now he learns how to go on YouTube. He watches my fights from when I was a kid. And he watches it over and over.
I saw a great video of you the other day from Windsor. You actually scored a goal in the game. You were #1 star. You got interviewed afterwards. They asked you if you knew what a Gordie Howe hat trick was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You know, you kind of knew, but like
not really.
You had a little furnace face going back then.
Probably because I fought 3 times that night. Did I get like a hat trick and then I fought?
You scored a goal.
Yeah. Okay.
#1 star.
Yeah. They hated me there.
You fought a guy too.
The fans hated it. Oh, they treated me so bad.
But I'm watching like I could have played in that league.
Yeah, you could have played. You could have done my job. 17 fighting the heavyweights. They fucking loved it in Windsor. I'm going to give you all y'all a shout out.
How did you know?
I love all you guys so much.
Were you scared when you got there?
I was nervous because because I was nervous because I'm living with a 7-year-old couple.
Yeah, I knew about that.
I'm sniffing around. I'm trying to wheel a vagina like you can't believe. I'm partying. I become popular. They didn't know how to handle me. But on the ice stuff, I'm like, fuck the world, baby. I got fucking people watching me. I'm fucking going toe to toe. Let's go. I want to take my goddamn jersey off and flex for all the
You
Cougars.
thought you could actually do it?
Yeah. I knew I was going to play in the show, so I was 13 years old.
How'd you know you were going to fight? You could fight.
Because I was beating guys up when I was young. I was
Not really. There's no fighting in hockey.
I was fighting grown men at a young age. Get out of here.
Where?
You were fucking hanging out with your nerd boys. I was beating up fucking 40-year-old
Where was
men.
I hanging out?
I don't know.
At the racket club.
The fucking racket club. The nerds. I'm picking fights with juice heads. Getting my shoulder ripped out. Fuck
Was
that.
steroids prevalent?
Never even seen them.
You swear?
I swear on my father, my mother, my puppies,
Somebody
my wife,
asked me the
and
other
my
day.
kitty cat. I've never even seen them before. Now, ephedrine, little things like that, yeah, we'll fucking take those.
What does that do?
It's like an uppie, like an upper.
That's
like
not. It's not like.
It's not D-ball.
Antibiotic steroid.
Fuck no. But you can get dinged for it now, like Sudafed or something.
Were you getting tested for performance-enhancing drugs?
Right when we got into the NHL, I did. So after the 04 lockout, we got dinged. I think we had drug tests in the 04 lockout year. I would have made the NHL that year too, just from fights.
Yeah.
They had to get rid of Langdon and Oiwa. But
you would have had like over 400 games.
I know. And well, if I would have played more, I mean, I was up for 800 games basically. But yeah, man, like no, I knew I was going to play since I was a kid. Really.
Okay, so don't take this the wrong way because steroids were so prevalent in sports.
Yeah.
I think people assume that
even see 'em.
all the tough guys were taking steroids
saw-
and that you would be lumped into that category, unless you were to like say, "No, I'm not doing that."
They just weren't around. Coke was around. Fucking Molly was around. Fucking partying like animals was around. Fucking partying, taking acid, taking Molly.
You don't think tough guys in the league that you were fighting were
100% they
doing
were. I
steroids?
could smell it.
Well,
on
how come
them,
they
dude.
were getting it?
I just never needed it. Like I never thought about taking steroids. Like I was already big enough. I was too big where they had to like when I got to the Devils, they had to like train me in a different way because my shoulders. I was too big.
Yeah.
And so I just never needed them. But I partied like a fucking animal though with every other drug. So whatever.
Well,
that
there
means.
you go. See the people.
Yeah, but that's not helping me. Steroids help you.
No,
like, if I'm doing coke all night and fucking trying to get my dick hard for girls, that's not helping me.
No, what I'm saying is there you go. People now, if you're wondering, because I think there was a lot of tough guys who probably were doing it back then.
I'd never even seen steroids.
And you wouldn't lie about it.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, yeah, I fucking took steroids.
Fuck yeah. No, never even seen them. I didn't know anybody that did. Maybe a couple guys, but they're pretty like quiet about it.
Mm-hmm.
Never even crossed my mind.
Wasn't like a Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco situation.
Dude, look at me when I was
in the bathroom.
Well, look at me.
They're shooting each other in the ass.
I know,
you know?
But look at my pictures when I'm like 14 playing AAA. I had a neck on me, dude.
Show me the picture.
I was big, you know. So I never had to do it. Never even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now every other drug in the world, let's go. You know, like fuck.
That's not what's
horrible.
You're not supposed to say that.
I'm just saying, like at the time, like, I didn't care. I was one of the party.
Yeah,
with
I
girls.
never did any either, Cam.
I don't believe that.
Listen, I did know people that were taking steroids. It's so obvious.
Yeah, you could tell. You could blow up. I didn't look like I was on steroids. I just acted like I was when I fought guys.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you look at my body, I was cut. I wasn't puffed. There's a big difference. You know what I mean?
Dubas is yelling at somebody right
Tell
now.
on Doobie. You need to take steroids. Dinkball. You're built like Andy.
Spezza's just standing there.
Or Spezza's like, shut
there.
this fucking guy up before I take his job.
Oh, shit.
So you know.
Hey, listen, they got to get to the third round for this to be a success.
No shit, dude.
Getting out of the first round, I
You
know.
gotta lose a Boston.
I feel it right now, Toronto. And listen, all y'all in Ontario, I love all the Toronto fans, man.
So do I.
I love
dude.
the history.
I want them to do well.
I love the history of the Leafs.
Yeah, man.
Those
fans are paying a lot of money.
I love, people who have played there over the years. It's the hockey mecca.
Yeah.
But they've just been.
They've been terrible.
They've been so bad, yet
terrible.
They're like celebrated like they're not. Like Kyle Dubas is like celebrated like he's like a top GM.
Is he?
Kinda. He's just always talked about because he's in Toronto.
Is it positive?
I don't know.
see that.
And I like Doobie. I've known him for a long, long time.
Is he a good guy? Because I chirp him pretty good on here.
I just never like really saw. I was just whatever. He wasn't. He was trying to like. He was asking. He was always interested in players that had no NHL future. I was like, what? Why are you asking about that guy?
Can I give Adam Keefe a shout out?
Absolutely.
Because like you wanted me to ask him to get on.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Cam, I'd love to, but I just can't. And you know what? I know you're going to talk to me about Toronto stuff, and it's just not my story to tell.
That was interesting that he said that.
I know. And I'm like, I kind of get it, dude. And I just want to give him because he listens. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to like act like we're taking advantage of him to get to some
to the
stuff.
Toronto
like,
fans.
No, he had a badass career too, man. Like I'm going to ask you all kinds of shit. But yeah, we're going to talk about some internal things too.
So I remember.
I just don't want him to think that we're assholes and we're trying to take advantage of him because I love that dude. He's a warrior.
So
legit warrior, like Genghis Khan.
Mike Danton's brother, he had a younger brother.
Yeah.
Whose last name was Jefferson.
Yeah, I know.
And he played in the OHL for a little bit. And Mike Danton's original last name was Jefferson, right?
Yeah, I know. I was in training camp with him, and Luke brought us upstairs together and said we can't fight each other. Yes. And then he said, I won't drink Lou's Kool-Aid, and he got fucking whacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no. Who is he? Tell me about him, Andy. Thank you.
So, anyway, when all that shit went down with David Frost, and for people who are asking right now about all this conflict with the referee situation, as far as I remember, and I certainly do remember because I go way back with this whole story, and doing a lot of exclusive shit back then, jailhouse fucking shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And even when I reported that David Frost was using an alias running these hockey facilities in Southern California under the name of Macaulay, which is his wife's maiden name, and his wife is Wes Macaulay's sister. From what I understand, there's no relationship there between David Frost and Wes Macaulay.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet you Wes Macaulay would love to fucking beat the fuck out of David Frost.
Yeah, but what's your sister doing then?
I don't know. I think she got kind of like estranged from the family situation.
So is she still with him?
I think so. I mean, I haven't checked in quite some time.
Fucking weirdo.
But
is she like, hey,
so what I'm saying is,
any little boys,
I don't think Wes Macaulay is calling penalties against the Leafs because Sheldon Keefe testified against David Frost.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense. I know.
Like, you're reaching, everybody. Yeah. Everybody's reaching there.
That's weird that his sister, though, is...
Yeah. Oh, it's very weird.
Fucking odd.
And so so Jefferson's little brother would go into these games, and Adam Keefe would, like, chase him around and, like, beat the fuck out of him when all this shit was going down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for Adam, man. He's a proud son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And he's tough.
So it's interesting, man, because I think a lot of them got caught up in a bad situation and got a little bit of a bad rap. Like, it's amazing to me that Sheldon Keefe was able to overcome all of it.
And he did, man.
And he's coaching the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Sometimes you overcome shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
Because they went through a lot of shit.
I know they did.
And one guy went one way in terms of Adam Keefe, and the other guy went the other way with Mike Danton, whatever, I know. It's interesting. And they were best of friends, dude.
I know. That's brutal.
Danton and Keefe were best of friends. And then it got so ugly, dude, with Adam Keefe fucking fighting Jefferson. It was. I just remember hearing all about it, dude.
Yeah, that's why.
From Jefferson's parents.
And you know, and Kiefer's like, man, I don't, dude, he's doing so much stuff over and
I think he's removed from all of that, man.
He is, and he doesn't want, and he respects the hell out of us. And when he sent that text back to me, I'm like, fuck, I feel like an asshole.
Why?
I don't know. I think that he thought that we were going to take advantage of him.
Right.
And I'm not. Dude.
No.
Like,
not at all, man.
Like, if you don't want to do it, just don't do it.
I think he's, honestly,
I don't want that at all.
Accelerating as a head coach.
Dude, he's awesome.
And he was tough.
Oh, God, he was so tough, dude.
And I would never put a blanket over any of these guys, man, just because of,
So I'm glad that
a situation they got caught up in, man. People can mature and they can grow their way out of it.
You're right.
You know?
I know.
I don't know why Mike doesn't want to tell his story, though. He's like, I don't want to bring up the past. Like, dude, it's part of your story.
It's your story.
And maybe it can help people.
It's like people saying, what happened to your drug abuse? Oh, I can't talk about that. Well, fuck that. I'm going to tell all y'all about it. I want everybody to know what the fuck I went through so no one has to do this ever again. It's avoidable.
It makes people believe that he's still being controlled by Frost or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, I know.
Like, dude, you're a big boy. You can't tell your story.
But for Adam.
But you're like a Cardinal fan. It's like weird.
I know. But for Adam, I'm like, I get that. I totally get that.
Oh, for Adam.
So that's why I'm like,
dude,
we love
they're in
him,
a completely different.
I know.
His brother is a coach of the NHL, dude.
I know. So I just don't want him to think of it.
And Adam Keefe is on his way up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he is.
He's accelerating.
You'll see.
And I hope he has nothing but success.
I hope
dude.
he fucking coaches in the show so fast.
And I think they've separated themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And they did what they had to do. Like at some point in life,
get the demons out of your damn life.
Get them out. You get to a crossroads and you got to make a decision.
Get them out.
Do I go right or do I go left?
Get them out. Whatever demons you have in your life, get them the fuck out and get them out now. And don't hide it. Like sometimes, like it's good to talk about it too. Like get those demons out of there, and now you regroup and you're like, okay, see those demons? Let me tell you about them. Get them the fuck out of your life. Here's how I did it. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I want. So like if somebody needs me on their podcast and they ask me about drug abuse and shit like that, I'll tell you.
You know who else?
I'll tell you.
Got away from him?
Who?
John Erskine.
Big Johnny. We tried to get him on. What's his deal? Did he say no to?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I ever
Big
reached
Johnny,
out.
I fought him so many times. He's an awesome guy. People love him.
I think he's among the most underrated tough guys ever.
Yeah, goddamn right he is.
Like he would, because he could play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he played 20 minutes a night.
So people didn't look at him like he was just a tough guy.
Big Johnny Erskine. Goddamn right. Awesome guy. Played for London. Played for Dallas. Washington. Fucking killer, man. Islanders. That's where I fought him when he was in the Islanders. Fought him a lot, man.
Yeah. So listen, I got a lot of respect for the Keefs, dude.
Yeah, we're just giving him a shout out.
But I'd love to hear the story one day, man. You know?
One day we might, but it's not ready yet.
Right.
And we want to give him the respect.
You don't want to force it.
I know. So that's
like Patrik Berglund, dude. He had a story to tell.
Yeah, and he waited. And now we got him.
You know, he did come on with me on radio. We talked for like almost an hour, dude. And it was a real kind of like incredible interview, to be honest with you. Like stuff he was saying, no one had heard from him since he had left Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I know some like Canadian television people like went over there and like almost felt like he was ambushed a little bit, you know?
Probably. Well, that's what happens whenever you leave $14 million on the table.
They're like, what? Why?
I know.
Why'd you do that?
People need to ask you questions. Bergy he sounded awesome.
He still made close to 30.
I know. He's good. And he's not married. He's not divorced.
Played over 700 games, dude.
He's in a good spot. He seemed happy as hell. Even when we asked him hardcore questions, he seemed happy. Like, he seems in a good spot.
I can't believe they didn't trade him.
Who? Oh,
they couldn't trade him?
Yeah. That was weird.
Like, you know he's in a jam mentally and not happy, and I don't know. That's where the teammates, man, I always appreciate those teammates who check in.
I checked in on him, too, and he didn't bring it up.
I did, too.
I did. Like, what's up, Berg dog?
I'm sure
good,
everybody did. I'm sure everybody did. But you know what? What I'm saying is, I mean, like, his teammates that are there with him in Buffalo.
They didn't give a fuck, did they?
No, a couple of them are checking in, but, like, they should be going to the GM, dude, and being like, hey,
what are we doing with
we got to help this guy.
I know. I agree.
Trade his ass. Get him out of here.
Talk to him. He said Phil Housley's a fucking asshole.
He did.
Damn, boy.
Dude, I used to, in college,
can I say something real quick? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're a coach, like, okay, as a player, if you really go and you want to pick out every single person I've ever played hockey with, do you think you could find one that's like, fuck him, he's a fucking prick? Do you think you can?
Maybe.
You think you can, really?
About you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not.
I would say Cam's a little crazy at times. Maybe he took my painkillers one time. I don't know if I like him. But in reality, like, if somebody calls you like he's a fucking asshole, like, I don't know, man. Even as a coach, like, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why am I an asshole?
Yeah.
I was hard on him, but I comforted him. Like, there's got to be a balance. So if anybody says that you're fuck this guy, like, there's something to it, right?
It's more than just like being scratched, and
I don't know, man.
It's from the very first day he got there, dude.
Like, you just were mean to him.
He
didn't like fucking Andy Murray either.
No.
Like, right when you get there, Andy, comfort the kid.
Yeah,
he's nervous as shit.
He's nervous. He's a 19-year-old
He's a kid. He doesn't even know how to speak English.
Who doesn't speak English.
You
He's just getting off the plane, and you're making...
Andy, calm down.
Like, if I'm the owner of the team at that time,
there you
I'm
go.
like, are you fucking doing this to our first-round pick?
I know.
What are you talking to our guys like this?
Yell at him like that? Now he doesn't even... He's going to go... He doesn't even know what to do. He's so nervous to even come to the rink because he's not dressed properly. Tell him how to fucking dress and be cool about it. Teach him. He doesn't know what the fuck
he
he's
just
doing.
came to the rink with a Hall of Famer.
He doesn't know what
and
he's doing.
The Hall of Famer even said, like, hey, but he doesn't have any clothes.
He doesn't have any clothes.
So, like, it is what it is. Like,
Jesus.
You teach him.
I know.
And you know what? Maybe someone in the organization says, here's
why are you
$500, man.
But
go,
why
go
are
get
you
yourself
hardening?
some clothes.
Yeah, but why are you hardening him right off the bat? Like, get him in practice in the critique. He's just there. He doesn't know what to do. And you're like, you walk outside now.
You're going to dress like
I'm
that.
your first-round pick. Treat me.
It was the same year EJ was taken first overall.
What? Could bring them both in and be like, hey, here, guys, we love you. Da, da, da. And then once you go in practice, if you're not going hard, now I got you.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say
He's
something.
not showing up in capri pants.
Jesus.
And
Andy,
a T-shirt.
hard ass.
Because,
it's easy to do
because
that.
he's trying to be a cocky,
hey, Andy. Murray.
dumbass kid.
Hey, Murray. What about when Walt fucking does shit? You going to talk to him like that? No, you're not.
No.
Well, when fucking Bergy doesn't even play a game.
Or Paul Correa.
Oh, Paul Correa. When Bergy comes in here, doesn't even play a game yet. And he's not dressed the way he's supposed to. And you fucking rag on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, chirp him a little bit. And
We're going to have
bring
Andy
him in.
on. And
I know,
Andy
get
and
his
I
ass
always
on.
got along.
Get him on.
Andy and I had a lot of conflict
Get Andy
over the
Murray
years, too, man.
We need to talk. Me and him need to hash it out,
good times, too.
We need to hash it out, too.
And there was always a lot of mutual respect there.
So, anyway. Berg Dog, we love you, man. He was awesome on this. Wait till you guys hear it, dude.
Yeah, people are going to love it for sure. And McAvoy, getting back to him, he did rock Matt Tkachuk, but Tkachuk's all over the place. Olmark is acting like he wants to fight Matthew Tkachuk.
I don't blame him. Get the fuck off me.
The linesmen are there.
The linesy. We don't want fights, okay?
I'm
a
just saying
linesman.
that was never going to escalate.
I'm a linesman.
Somebody had a great
line.
line on TNT. Yeah, he wants to fight him until Tkachuk welds both his eyes shut.
I don't know if Matthew could beat up that many people. Brady, I ain't playing that game. Matthew, I just think that he's going to throw you down. If I'm Allmark, I'm not scared of Matthew.
He may gouge your eye out.
Oh, then gouge his eye out.
Somebody was telling me a story the other day how they were gouging somebody's eye.
No,
in an NHL game.
No,
and he had his eye. No. He could feel his finger underneath the guy's eye.
No, we just had somebody on. Who was that? No, I know you're talking about.
I think we were having a conversation with somebody.
Travis Green or something.
No.
I don't know. But, our boy Trent Frederick got choked out. That's a scary thing.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think of that?
Well, I got choked out by Ben Eager. I told you. It was horrific. He caught me in he slipped under my right in front of the bench.
Like underneath on a pile? Underneath the pile?
I was just like grabbing a guy. He comes from behind and grabs me in a pile. And he starts choking me. I'm like, turn blue. And then we go in the penalty box in Chicago. And I'm like, I'm fucking you up, boy. I'm fucking you up, boy. Let's go. We get out of the box. He acts like he's going to fight me. I drop my gloves. He skates right to the goal. Guess what happens? He scores. He choked me out.
And then Ray Bennett yelled at you.
And then Ray Bennett yelled at me, and I'm like, fuck.
Who's now the assistant coach
in
Colorado.
Ray. I love Ray so much. He's such a sweetheart, smart man. Ray
He's
Bennett.
not yelling at anybody else but you.
He yelled at me, and I'm like, oh. And I didn't really yelled at that much by coaches, man. I was always doing my thing. But I tried to drop my gloves, and he went right to the net and scored a goal.
Oh, my
fuck.
God.
Fuck.
The ultimate.
He fucking chokes me out and then scores. Then I get yelled at. God, help me.
By the way, I wanted to mention before we get to Patrik Berglund that Washington University has invited me to come speak to their meteorology class.
Well, they're stupid.
And you got upset about that, too. You're like, make sure you mention the podcast.
Yeah, well, do something. Like you're bragging me about fucking. Yeah.
That's because of my video, dude.
Oh, fucking badass. Andy, the weather guy. Andy never even cared about weather until he started hanging out with me. Andy never cared about anything besides fucking swinging dicks in the locker room until he started hanging out with me.
Not true.
And now he likes animals. Now he likes weather. Now he likes fucking this. Now he wants to talk politics. Now he wants, yeah, funny how that works. You didn't know shit. Now you hang out with me, and now you're like, oh, I'm a weather guy. Check this out. Look, the weather people like me. They don't fucking
well,
like
they're
you.
all reaching out.
They
know a good story when they see one. I'll mention you when I go talk to the
thanks,
kids.
dude.
You don't even have
Tell me about weather.
You don't even have a weather radio.
Tell me about weather.
When's your birthday? I'll get you a weather radio.
My birthday was a couple days ago, and you didn't even fucking say happy birthday.
I did.
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about? I put a video up, and then you didn't like it. You didn't like the video.
Didn't.
Picture of you and Ty. All right, the Cam Strick podcast is brought to you, Cam, by Hair Club and hairclub.com. You knew that.
Yeah.
They are our title sponsor. We love everything they're doing for everybody. I will say this real quick. I saw somebody with a tattoo the other day on their head.
Yeah.
It was a hair tattoo.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yeah, MS-13.
What does that mean?
You wouldn't know what that is.
MS-13?
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a gang.
Motorcycle gang?
No, in Mexico. So nastiest gang going, dude. MS-13. They're in all the prisons.
Do you know motorcycle gangs back in the day? They would like pull you over and they would attack you with like chains and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah.
They used to like beat you up.
No offense, but like that's the last thing I'm worried about is a fucking motorcycle gang. I'm worried about that 15-year-old fucking dipshit down in North County robbing me from my phone and shooting me in the head and then making a phone call 2 minutes later and then getting arrested and getting let out and shooting somebody else. That's what I worry about.
Okay, well.
I'm not worried about fucking motorcycle fucking gangs.
I'm just telling you what used to go down on the highway.
Whatever. A lot of shit went down on the
You
highway.
never saw anything like that, did you?
Nah. Andy, tell me about things, will you?
I'll tell you about Hair Club.
Go ahead.
800-279-7878, Cam. They are the latest and the greatest to take your life to the next level. You want to be happy? Then don't live unhappy, right, Cam?
Being bald sucks, man. Like, you could fix that. So just look it up and get your consultation, and they'll tell you exactly what's going on. And you could have a payment plan, too. It's easy as hell. Hair Club for men and women. Check it out.
Okay, but some people aren't unhappy being bald, but there's still a
then don't do
solution for them.
Well, then don't do it.
No, there's still a solution for them.
Well, if you're happy being bald, then be happy being bald. But if you're not, then fix it. And you have an opportunity. You have a chance.
Well, I think if they have a choice,
Yeah, you have a choice.
Payment options, right? Payment plans?
Yeah, it's the easiest thing in the world. Check it out.
What about the pill?
Yeah, there's a pill, too, you could take, and it grows all your hair on your head and your face. Which you
Does it force you to grow hair elsewhere, too?
Well, I hope so, because you'll go through puberty one of these days, Andy. But if not, take this pill. You'll get some hair on your fucking face.
Okay. 800
Ty's got more hair on his face than you. God.
800-279-7878. I had Ty wear his new skates, dude, for the first time in like a game. Yes, it was the worst idea ever. Right out of the box, dude.
He'll be all right.
Like he's wearing skis out there.
You'll be all right, Andy.
His foot grew, Cam, from a size 11 skate to like a 13 and a half.
Well, he grows. So look what you did when you were a kid and think the opposite.
What does that mean?
It means you didn't grow. Your son is. So don't buy him bullshit fucking skates.
I
He's growing.
I only buy him the top of the line
Well,
skates.
then there you go.
But I mean,
He's growing, unlike you.
That's a big difference, is what I'm saying. When you go from a skate that you've been wearing to now a new skate that's 2.5 sizes bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Ain't that big of a deal. Everybody's rolling their eyes right now. They don't give a fuck. Everybody goes through that, Andy. Figure it out. No big deal.
It's like they're skis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Figure it out.
First Farm.
Hell yeah. First Form, baby.
I give him that First Form. I give both my daughters First Form. I feel like that is the one separator.
It is. They got good shit. They're the real deal. Go on their website. Put our little link in there, man. Check out what's going on. It helps us out too, by the way. You can get breakfast. You can get just fucking protein. They'll tell you how to work out. They'll tell you how to be
sticks.
They'll tell you how to be like healthy. They'll show you how to work out. Like just everything combined.
Life coach.
They're just the real deal.
But you know what you need though, Cam? You need that app.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Get the app.
Like tell them to get the app. Like you're missing. Like you're like burying the lead. Dude.
Get the app, and you could put all your stuff down. It's the easiest damn thing in the world.
Nutrition, your workout. They have your workout set up for you. It's like an Apple Watch. It tells you how many steps you take throughout the day.
There's no reason not to be in shape when you have First
You know
Form.
how many steps I've been taking? Thousands and thousands of steps a day.
I bet, man. You do everything at the house. That's what happens when you got to literally do everything around the house. You have to walk a long time, But you do a lot of stuff, Andy.
They got great apparel as well. Cam was looking at my hoodie today. He's like,
looks awesome, yeah. Outdoors.
I hadn't seen that. You hadn't seen
like
this
that.
First Form one.
That's cool. I wear their shit all day, every day, man. And my dad does. My buddies do. My wife does. Like, that's the way it is.
You give it to your buddies, and then you take it back.
No, my buddies buy their own.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You got everybody doing it.
I know. And even when I do those little videos of me cruising around on side-by-sides, like my buddies all have First Form shit on.
Really?
Yep. They're all in it, man. It's a big group. We all love each other.
What's your go-to flavor for the protein?
Oh, the protein. Ooh. They got all kinds of shit, man. It doesn't matter. I'll eat anything.
That Fruit Loops one is pretty good.
They get the Fruit Loops one, and then they got the mint.
Root beer float.
Root beer float. I don't know if I like that in the morning. Because I like to drink protein in the morning just to get my stomach like settled.
Is that how you use it?
Yeah, I do. And then after I work out, but like in the morning, it's just to settle my stomach down because I got a long day ahead of me,
Me too. Especially when I'm doing all these speaking engagements.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
With the meteorology division.
Yeah. Talking about your pro hockey career and stuff too?
No, just weather.
Oh, just weather? Okay. Well, you can make a lot of money, man. You're a weatherman and you play pro hockey and people want to hear you. They'll probably pay $100,000.
It's not easy.
You're like a Barack Obama.
Talking on a green screen,
Yeah, I know.
Because you can't really see what you're pointing to. You got to really know the map. So, like, up here is this city.
Don't waste people's
down
time.
here is.
Just don't waste people's time.
You got to know your way around.
It's already been a 2-hour ordeal. You don't need to waste people's time. No big deal.
Firstform.com. Again, firstform.com/Cam Strick. That is the link. So use that link and use it today. Take your life, take your mind, take your body, take your spirit to the next level.
Hell yeah.
And do it with First Form. All right, Cam, I was at the rink the other day. I saw Seth.
Oh, you did? Was he sniffing around a little bit?
And people are like, is that him? I'm like, yes, it is.
Hideous-looking motherfucker, isn't he?
That's him.
Was he creeping Chloe out or anything?
Oh, I don't let her go near there, dude.
No, you can't. No, not that.
I don't let her go near there.
He'll get arrested soon.
You know what's funny? When he's there at the hockey shop, guess what? There's nobody in there.
Yeah. No one wants
it's
to
like nobody. No, everyone knows.
That fuck boys.
They all know
behind the skate sharpener.
And now that we've been telling people, they're all like,
well, he's creeping the neighborhood out.
The word is out.
He's creeping the neighborhood out, and people are getting a little worried. He's peeping Tom and motherfuckers. He's stealing painkillers. He's sniffing panties and shit. He's a fucking.
Oh my god!
He's a fucking.
He's doing all that.
He's a fucking weirdo. Goddamn weirdo. Yeah, he'll sharpen your skate.
Why don't they fire him?
Because they got nobody else. No one wants to work.
He didn't want to work either.
He's there.
Late.
With Cheetos on his stomach. Fucking nutbag. Don't deal with that shit. Get away from that guy.
He's late.
Weirdo.
Hey, I walked into Bert Godin's hockey shop the other day.
Happy birthday,
He's got a Sparks in there, by the way.
Happy birthday,
Bert. He does.
Damn right.
That's why you don't go to Seth. You go get a Sparks.
From
SPARX. But I walk in there and what's over the loudspeaker? Didn't even know I was coming.
Cam Strick?
Yeah, just listening.
He gets a game.
Yeah, just wanted to hear what was up. What's going on?
Works his ass off. He's
awesome. He's seen plenty of Seths.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, he'll know.
He knows when they're out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, get that Sparks and get it today. Take your skating to the next level. I'm telling you right now, man, you don't have your skates properly sharpened and properly taken care of. You're asking for a disaster. So don't put your skates in the hands of Seth. Get yourself a Sparks and use our promo code. You're going to save more money than you'll save on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, Cam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
SPARX, Sparks.com. Get it and get it today. Get your Sparks and find out why just about every NHL team in the league is using a Sparks. Who's going to win the Cup, Cam?
Boston.
Wow. All right. And that's where Sparks, I think, is out of Massachusetts.
Yeah. There you go.
I think they're big Boston fans. And they're using the Sparks over there in Boston.
Of course.
So. Get your Sparks and get it today. Use our promo code. All right, Bellman and Bellman.com, Cam. And Bellman, BEHLMANN.com. At Bellman, you get what?
Swinging fucking dicks. Okay.
Explain what that would look like.
Bunch of fucking Hoosiers coming out, whipping their dick around, creeping out your broad. Fucking telling them to pay $15,000
above asking
price because he beat your husband in football back in the day. I think Cam. I know Cam. I used to kick his ass in high school. The fuck out of here.
All the salespeople in the office when she pulls up, starts walking around the lot by herself, looking at cars,
smelling her hair and shit,
and they're all saying, "I got her.
She's mine. Damn it."
No, I'm going to take her this time.
I got this. Let's both take her. Let me see that woman. Fucking weirdos.
What brings you out here?
Come here, you woman. Let me talk to you.
At Bellman, you get none of that. They give you sushi and flavored water.
Okay.
And make you comfortable.
Yeah.
Bellman is located where, Cam?
Troy, Missouri.
On one side, you've got a Buick GMC. That Buick Enclave, Cam's looking at the frosted white Buick Enclave with tan interior. Captain seats, a beautiful vehicle. You got the GMC, like I said. On the other side of the street, Cam, you got the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Cam's looking at that Jeep Wrangler, pink one. Mm-hmm. Small wheels, flames on the side, 2-door soft top.
Yep. Damn right, boy. I got a badass Jeep right now, High Tide. They gave me
the High Tide's not bad. I was reading about it.
They gave me a drive for free.
It's not.
Andy doesn't get a free truck, but I do. But it was a little freezing this weekend, but Kate and I love just taking the doors off and cruising around.
Be careful.
I went off-roading a little bit, too.
You ever feel like you're going to fall out?
Yeah, I do. Fuck yeah.
Oh, because you're vertigo.
Nah, I don't go on the highway with it.
Oh, really?
No.
You haven't taken it on the highway?
No, with the doors off.
Why?
No.
That's where it's most fun, Cam.
Okay, Andy. Tell me. Jesus. What the fuck you talking about?
I'll take that mudding.
I got no fucking mirrors, man. I'm not doing that.
I'll take that mudding.
Yeah. You in Creve Coeur? Yeah, you would. You live in the woods.
I grew up in the woods.
You did, man. Creve Coeur woods. Fucking hardcore. Thick woods. Werewolves and shit in there.
Snakes.
Yeah.
A lot of...
Well, you're from the Amazon.
You got to watch those ticks and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
man.
Go to Bellman and Bellman today. Say hi to Danny boy, will you?
Hey, Danny.
And Dale.
Dale.
Say hi to Dale again, will you?
Hey, Dale. How are you?
What about Kenny?
Kenny. What's going on, boy?
Gel Sticks, the #1 training tool for improving your overall speed, accuracy, and dangling ability, Cam. Get your Gel Sticks today. Gelsticks.com. Find out why so many NHL players improve their stick handling in their hands with Gel Sticks.
Hell yeah. Helped me out for a long time, man.
GELSTX. Gel Sticks. Gelsticks.com. All right, Patrik Berglund, just an amazing story, man. I mean, when I say he was really, really loved by his teammates, he really was here in St. Louis. His teammates loved him. A former first-round pick. I remember when he was drafted, Cam, and being told by some draft experts at the time there, like the Blues got the steal of the draft, getting him late in the first round.
Oh, yeah. Damn right. Bergy was great.
And he was a very good player, man.
One of my best buddies, man.
Wasn't like a superstar player, but like very good. And
he's big in St. Louis, dude.
He was.
He was gigantic here.
He was.
I saw that firsthand.
He and Oshie.
Yeah. Yeah, all the young kids, man. We all did our thing.
You were one of the older ones.
I was 23. I guess I'm an older guy.
You came here at 23?
Yeah.
No.
24 years old, yep.
Okay, when I was 20. Which one is it?
23,
You weren't older than that?
No.
Really?
No, Andy, I played when I was young.
How many years did you play here?
4. Okay. Yeah, tell me how old I was.
How many years in...
Tell me how old I was,
How many
Andy.
years in New Jersey total?
I think 7.
Okay. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, thanks. How many years did you play? 15?
4 for Parkway North.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Dominated.
I did.
You did, dude. He talks more about Parkway North than I do playing for the Blues. He does.
When's the last time I mentioned Parkway North?
Every fucking time.
It's a hardcore school, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time.
You could never last there.
No, hell no. I'm not tough enough.
Hey, keep your head straight, dude.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Because somebody will fuck you.
Oh, fucking hardcore. Parkway North. Get out of here.
4 years, top 10 in scoring, 3 years, Cam.
I bet you were, man. Co-ed?
No.
Oh, my bad. No. No big deal. You can drag this on longer? Let's go. Fuck's sakes.
All right, Patty Berglund. This
go.
is the Cam Strick podcast brought to you by Hair Club, all our great sponsors. Again, you're going to use First Forum. Use our link, firstforum.com/Cam Strick. Enjoy this interview, a great interview with the one and only
Patrik Berglund.
Bergy, the Berg Dog. Next on the Cam Strick podcast. Hairclub.com, baby.
Oh, you're damn right.
Go to our landing page today, hairclub.com/Cam Strick. Regrow, restore, and replace that hair.
Don't wait.
Now to the interview.
Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Is this
loud
the
and-
Berg dog?
Hello, guys. What's up?
What's up, Bergy?
What
Bergy?
up, homie?
All good here, bud. All good here.
When's the last time you spoke English?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that it's been a while now, so sorry if I'm gonna struggle, but I don't think so.
Oh, you're good, dude.
Come on, it's like riding a bike,
Yeah.
Bergy. You've done it
Can you
before.
say? can we say fuck on this or no?
You could do whatever the hell you want.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bergy yesterday, Cam, he's like,
What'd he
hey,
say?
what should I prepare for? I'm like, wait, you think Cam prepares,
Prepare.
Bergy?
We're shooting the shit, dude. I miss you,
You know
man.
what? Like, I miss you too, bud. I miss you too. But with all this social media shit and all the podcasts going on, and I haven't done one single one. So I figure, like, because I talked to my dad, and he got really excited about this. He's a big fan of you, Cam, always been.
Hell yeah.
He was like, so have you asked him about questions? I was like, no, why? No, I don't need to do that. He was like, well, probably, I mean, prepare a little bit. So that he got into my head. I was like, maybe I should, like, if they're going to ask me something special or anything like that.
Dude, you just go with the flow, man. You could ask us anything. We just have conversation, dude. We don't give a shit.
God, I love it.
We don't give a shit.
I love it.
We got math equations for you, though.
Yeah,
so let's see if you can figure those out.
Then I'm going to hang up right now and we can move on with our lives.
So what are you doing, man? You in Sweden? Like, where at in Sweden? Like, what's your setup like?
Right now, I moved back home to Västerås for about pretty much a year ago. So I'm back here now in a condo at the moment. Before that, I lived in Stockholm for 2 years. Cam, I mean, you've been to Stockholm once. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Is that where you knocked a girl's tooth out? Or is that what happened?
We were partying like we won the Stanley Cup. And I remember I had that big champagne bottle and Matt Sundin's wife's sister. And I'm like, here, drink. And I fucking hit her right in the tooth. Yeah.
You did,
yeah. It is.
Hey, wasn't that crazy back then? Like, we won those 2 games here in Stockholm and we really partied like we won the Stanley Cup. Isn't that a little embarrassing right now?
Fuck yeah. Who gives a shit, though? Remember all my buddies were in town? Dude, I spent so much fucking money, man. 10 grand I spent in like 6 days. It's on bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's expensive here. It's not fucking cheap.
No.
So, are you playing? Like, what are you doing?
I haven't been playing for 2 years. So I've been kind of retired, but I might do a comeback for next season here for my hometown team. They're in the second league here in Sweden, and so I've been trying to prepare again to kind of play next year, actually. So we'll see how that goes. I need to get in shape and all that, but we got a whole lot of months ahead. So that's kind of where I'm standing right now.
All right. So when's the last time like you like put skates on and all that? And like, listen, when you left here and you went back to Sweden and you're playing over there, like was hockey fun again? Like, did you enjoy getting back there and playing in your home country?
Yeah. So so I left and all that, and that was about 9 months, and then I decided to I want to play. So I played in the highest league here. I decided to sign for the team in Stockholm, and that season was unbelievable. It was great, but right when we were going to walk into playoffs, COVID happened. So they shut everything down, and I was on a 1-year contract there. And the teams here, like when that shit happened, teams don't have any money. They just owe money. So everybody freaked out. I couldn't sign there again. So I ended up going to Brynäs, another team a little bit up north. And I only went there because one of my best friends played there. And that year, I did not have fun. It was just bad. And after that year, I just kind of I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm not going to go anywhere else. So I kind of call it quits at that time. So last year and this year, I haven't played. But coming back to what you asked me, Andy, so this winter, I've been coaching 13-year-old kids the whole year. So I've been Berg dog the coach for a year. And also when I started doing that, the team, the big team here, they saw me down at the rink again and why don't you want to play? Come practice with us. So I skated and practiced with the team for about 4 months during this winter, but they wanted me to sign and all that, and I kind of wanted to, but they were so fucking bad this year. So I wanted to stay away from that this year. So preparing for next year to probably play again. So that's where kind of my life is right now.
Hey, no, that's
Good,
awesome.
man.
You're coaching the
Damn
kids.
right, dude.
Bird Dog the coach.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
listen,
probably love you.
your first year you played over there in Sweden, though, like you were like scoring goals and putting up points and stuff, and there was some speculation that maybe you'd come back. Was that ever in play? Were you ever considering coming back to the NHL?
No, it wasn't. So, like, when I quit Buffalo and all that, and that was around Christmas and the New Year's, and I came home and stuff, and actually a few teams kind of, when I got a new agent, kind of reached out a little bit, like, what is Bergy doing like next year and stuff like that. And I was thinking about it, but then I got a little comfortable to be home, and I decided, because I never played in the highest league here in Sweden, so I got excited about that to kind of continue my journey there. So in the end, that's what I decided. And when I stayed here and signed here that, you know, I'm a big guy, I'm not the best. So, like, come back to NHL from that, I don't think I have what it takes to come back and do that. So I stayed back.
What are you weighing right now, Bergy? Like, are you heavy? Are you been drinking? Like, are you like? Hey, dude, I'm 250. Just so you know, I'm a fat piece of shit.
Oh, well, you're still a big rig, man.
Yeah, I'm still a big boy, though. That's right, I am.
He ain't that big.
So I'm probably, so when I was playing, I was probably like 220. I'm probably around 235.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
Ain't bad.
So it's not bad. But I got to trim those, because I feel like if I'm going to play, I need to be around 220. So I have some, I need to trim down this summer. That's for sure.
Hey, you got a girl in Sweden? Like, you live by yourself? You ever get like close to getting married, Bergy? Like, it's been a while.
Going on?
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, never close to getting married. I'm just a lone wolf. I get bored. I get bored, man. But I do have a great girlfriend at the time. We do not live in the same city, so we kind of going a little back and forth, but it's all good. It kind of fits me well, because we see each other for a couple of days and then you get your own space. So that's all good for me, and I'm happy with that situation right now.
I bet, man.
So kids and marriage, I've never been even remotely close to that.
Good, man. See, at least you know where you're at, man.
Good for you.
Don't just force the issue. If you don't want to get married, don't get married.
No.
You don't have kids, don't have kids. I don't have kids either, Berg Dog.
You don't? I was going to ask you that,
No.
if you have any kiddos now.
I don't think my sperm works, Bergy. I think I party. No, seriously, there's something wrong with me. But
hey, haven't you checked that out yet, though?
Man,
Do you think there's something wrong with it?
Hey,
I don't know. I got doggies and I got the kitty cat and you know, we're chilling out there, man. So I'm all good.
Yeah.
Like, I see how Andy has to run around with his head fucking chopped off, doing crazy stuff because he's got 3 kids, and Kate and I are just like, you know what? If we don't have kids, we just don't have kids, and we're just going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
oh my
I
God.
know.
Well, that's good. That's good.
And if
everybody's different, right?
Yeah, and if I had a daughter, she'd probably be like me and be a fucking psychopath, and I don't know if I want to handle that.
Oh my God.
She would look like me too. Huge head.
I hope not.
She would look like a mutant.
I think you'd be good. She would fucking be beating guys down. There'd be fucking no worries.
You're wheeling around town.
Oh my God.
Oh God, that's a nightmare.
Very tough.
Very tough.
Hey, Bergy, I always remember when you first came over
Oh God.
to the development camp, and
boy.
Andy Murray's like yelling at you.
Oh God.
Like, you're like, dude, I just got off the plane. I hadn't slept in like 2 days. And I just landed. Like, I just got drafted like a couple of days ago. Now I'm here for my first camp. And he's like screaming at you on the ice.
Andy.
And then calling you out to the media.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Andy Murray wasn't. I mean, it's so long ago now. Yeah, I think he was a prick. I didn't like him at all. Like, I remember my flight there too. Like, it was delayed pretty much like day and a half, 2 days. And I got there and I've been in airports for, the past 48 hours. Got there and was supposed to put on my skates and stuff. Did that. Skated. Horrible. And then they had a game. So this is wrong. So first time I came over was before development camp. So like I think they played their last 3 games of the season. So they missed the playoffs, but they had 3 more games, home games, and they flew me in so that's where I met Andy, and then I skated with the team. I was just terrified. And then they said, well, yeah, Al McInnes is going to pick you up for the game and stuff. I stayed at a hotel somewhere. So I didn't know this, but he came and picked me up, and he was like, are you going to dress like that? And I was like, I had like jeans on and like a t-shirt and like a sick jacket at the time, I thought. And he was like, you'll be fine. You didn't know. Like, so came into the locker room, I saw him, and Andy saw me, and he like grabbed me to the side. Like, I met him for like 10 seconds before this, and he's like, what do you look like? You can't look like this, blah, blah. Like, you have to stand out in the hallway and stuff. We can't have you in here like this and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is the worst experience ever. So the next day, I go to the mall because I have 2 more games to watch. So at that time, I have no money. I have no money to buy a suit, I thought. So my dad like wired me money. So I went into the mall and just found a place. I think it was Banana Republic store?
Yeah, that's where Cam shops.
To buy,
that's right, yeah.
to buy my first suit. So at least like the last 2 games I was suited up, but I was terrified for Andy Murray ever since my first meet. That was just horrible.
You should have told Walt about that. He would have told Andy to shut the fuck up.
Well, no, he would have bought you. He would have given you a couple $1,000 to go buy a suit too.
Yeah, but there was a game. It was a game though, right? So you came during a game and you didn't have a suit on.
Exactly. So they flew me in like a week when they had 3 home games. So they were still in season. First time I came. So I had no idea about anything, really. I was like just terrified to leave Sweden by myself. Mm-hmm. I was so scared. And then the first day, that all shit happened. But I gotta say that, like, I got to spend a lot of time with Al McInnes. I mean, he was just the best. He made me, he was, because I obviously knew who Al McInnes was, and it was just, he was so nice. He came pick me up, and like he took care of me. Like he was, so that really helped. And obviously, when I met the guys and practiced with the guys, like they were also great, but terrifying at the same time. Obviously,
yeah, I get that.
You're like, shit. We wear jean shorts and t-shirts to games in Sweden.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like look at my draft photo. Like that's pretty much a meme. Like my hair looked fucking terrible. I had a big white belt. Like, who has a big white belt on?
You do.
You're a
trendsetter.
I mean, that was sick in Sweden at the time. I mean, I guess it wasn't real popular.
Yeah, but you found your groove with the fucking clothing line, though, Berg dog. You got the hair. You used to slick the hair back, a little shaved on the side.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I know your game, boy.
So you showed up to the next game, you had your suit on then. So then all was good?
I did have my suit on, and then I practiced, morning skates. It wasn't much more than that. Little morning skates and stuff. And then I had the days, for myself, and Al came and picked me up for the game. So that was good, because that summer when I flew in for the first development camp, which was hard too, but it made me more comfortable right away to had flown over a month or 2 before that. So it felt like I was more comfortable, for sure.
Yeah, Andy Murray was hard on you, wasn't he?
He was hard on
David
Perron
too.
All those guys.
I remember like when we finally made the team, me and Oshie, he brought me and Oshie into his office, and like it wasn't any like congratulation. He was like, yeah, you guys can look for a place, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, so remember this, around the team and in the locker room and stuff, like, you guys should just shut the fuck up and listen. That was all he said. Like, I never want to hear you guys speak. You should just listen and shut the fuck up. We're like, yeah, well, Walt is in the locker room. I ain't saying nothing when he's in there.
Yeah, man.
Why was Walt intimidating? Like he's
Fuck yeah.
I mean, as a young kid, like
Yes,
what
he was,
what was intimidating about
great.
him? Yeah.
I think he was great to us, but he had that that was Cam, can you describe it better?
No, he'd hold you accountable, if you're
He
fucking up.
He'd definitely hold you accountable.
Well, he's partying with you too. Like he's going to play cards with you. He's going to acknowledge you. We're all going to go to dinner. He's going to be a goofball all night. But you gotta do the little things because it's on him too as a leader. So, dude, Walt was about as fair as you can get, and he's always gonna be on your side if Andy Murray's chirping you too.
Oh yeah,
big time,
100%. But that's just a complete professional right there. Like Cam said, like he will do all the fun things with like if it was at the time, Cam or Jackman or Eric Brewer, he would like do the same thing with us when we were on the road and stuff. And then if you did something, that didn't benefit the team or whatever, he would hold you accountable. And that's a real leader. So, and hey, when you're young and he had his whole career, I mean, that's intimidating, but that's how it's supposed to be too.
Hey, explain what it was like. I mean, as a 21, 22-year-old kid, like hanging out with TJ Oshie, like going out with Oshie in this town when he was young, that period of your life, Bergy, man, that had to be unreal.
I mean, before I came over, in Sweden, we when you're young and you prepare for, you don't really party much like that. So when I came over, I kind of became more of a party guy because I lived with TJ Oshie my rookie year. And then he brought in his entourage. Like one of his best buds started living with us the rookie year. He's a great guy, but his nickname was Brother. I mean, you hear it's just so yeah. It was an awesome rookie year, but it was a whole lot of that. And Oshie, Oshie's he's my boy, and it's just so funny because he just partied so hard that he partied for 2 hours that he couldn't party more.
I know.
Right? Cam?
He's sleepy, then.
He'd fall asleep.
He goes full tilt for hour and a half, 2 hours, and then okay, I guess this is over for him at least. I mean, I just started buzzing.
Yeah, I'm just catching my buzz.
I want to pump his tires though, man, because he liked to have fun, man. But this guy, he's had an unbelievable hockey career, Bergy.
What a career. What a career.
Such a great player. He's a leader now too, man.
Damn right he is.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's a leader.
He's a winner. He's a leader. He's an unbelievable player. But, I mean, the best of all with him, we all know him. He's even a better guy to just be around. He has he had both feet on the ground at all times. He really does.
You guys still talk?
We haven't talked in a while now, but we follow. I mean, that's so great with social media. You can follow everybody and keep track and give each other a thumbs up or whatever, but be on the phone and staying in touch like that. It's been a while now. And I mean, I've been home in Sweden for 5 years almost. And it's just kind of fading away slowly.
Yeah, no, we all go through that, Bergy, man. Don't think that you're on an island by yourself, dude. You could always connect with these guys through all, social media and all that shit. But hey, remember when you were young, we're all young. And Larry Plow was there, and I know Andy was hard on us, but we kind of got to do what we wanted. I'm coming from Jersey, man. That's hardcore in Jersey. You got to sneak out and shit. But with the Blues and Walt and Paul Correa and those guys, we kind of were able to do what we wanted until Army came and things changed, right?
Yeah, I agree.
It was fun, dude. It was just a different atmosphere, man. And we're all young. Remember they had us do come grow with us? We would do shit all summer long. They'd have us do all kinds of stuff. It was fun when you were young, but if you're an older guy in that mix, it might have been a little tough because the Blues had us doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah. But that's I want to point out too, how much we went out, and I mean during my my 10 years, I gotta say, like, I haven't obviously been to a lot of other teams and stuff, but you hear what people say. But like, St. Louis is a city, fans, everything. Like, we went out, we did all kinds of stuff. You go to dinner, like, people recognize you, but they were always just unbelievable people.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't give you, when we had a bad game, bad year, whatever, they wouldn't give you shit. They were being nice. They treated you, you know, perfectly every time, wherever we went. And that, I think, was like amazing. Like, during all the 10 years, like, people were so nice to us all the time.
They were, man.
Hey, remember, you overslept for practice.
Man.
Hold on. Now, listen, you overslept for practice. Yeah. But my wife and I were out, like, the night before. Like, I'm seeing you at the bar. EJ's behind the bar, like, serving drinks. Like, we're out late. EJ. And you didn't show up for practice, right? And the Blues are like, his alarm didn't work. And I'm like, JD, you guys got to come up with a better one than that. Just so you know, like, I would never report, like, where you were. Funny. And you came up to me, you're like, dude, thank you so much for not ever reporting what really happened.
So I figured, well, I thought I was going to tell the story, actually. I thought it was going to maybe come up because when I finally come into the rink, this is after practice. Like, they're like, you come in after practice. But the last guy that leaves the rink is Cam Jansen. And I'm walking. Do you remember that, Cam? When I came to the rink? So you guys had practiced, like, showered up, and everybody had left, and you came out the locker room, and that's when I was going to walk in and, take a beating. And you're like, God, man, what happened? I was like, well, you're all fucked up. I was out partying. You're like, yeah, man, I know. and you were like tapping. You were so nice. You were tapping me like, it's going to be fine, bud. Just go in and take it. It's going to be fine. So that's what I remember. The first thing I remember about this. But so I got to go back like 2 days. So, like, we played a game, we won. Everybody kind of went out partying, and me and Osh, we stayed out very late with others, and we woke up and we were like, we weren't like hung over yet. We were still a little drunk. So we were like, well, let's just go eat at this bar and, have like 1 or 2 beers, and that's it. Well, we had 400 beers and stayed out all night. But the thing is, like, I remember when I went to bed, because it's very late, but I set my alarm, but I didn't charge my phone. So, like, that's why I didn't wake up. But so no one can get a hold of me. So they send Jim Mayer. They send him to my place.
He's the team security guy.
He's a security guy.
Team security guy. And he probably downstairs at the condo unit showing his badge around, like, hey, you guys need to go up and open this door. And they did. And so he comes in. I don't wake up. He, like, pokes me on my forehead. And and that's when I wake up. And I look, and right away I panic. And I was like, oh, my God. And I jump out of bed. And I was like, oh, my God. Jim, what time is it? What time is it? And he just looks at me calmly and he goes, don't worry, it's late. And I'm freaking out, and he's saying, like, you should call. I don't remember, like, who I was supposed to call, if it was Larry or even Davidson, or because the guys were going on the ice. I didn't call the coaches, I know that, but that was a tough week. That was a tough week for me, and I never overslept ever again. It's just like a trauma for me.
Yeah, dude. It is, man.
I had to. So the next day, I had to bag skate, and we had at the time, Cam, we had Davis Payne as coach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the next day, he bag skated me, and he bag skated me for like an hour by myself. It was just him and I out there. And I was puking on the ice.
I remember that.
And And then he like skates up to me when I'm on my knees, kind of. And I mean, I deserve this, but he leans down to me and he goes, "Oh, you're tired? Do you want me to bring your teammates out here to skate for you?" And I was like, up right away, like, "Where are we going? I'm skating."
I think we were watching you too,
Because
dying.
I think he was prepared to, like, if I couldn't go like another lap or whatever I did, he was gonna, like, the next day, I think he was gonna, like, full prepared to bring out the whole team and have me watch them skate. I think he was that committed to make me feel that shitty. So I definitely learned my lesson for that one. That is bad, but I guess now it's almost fun to talk about. It's kind of a part of my journey. So you learn. I learned a hard lesson there, but yeah, it wasn't fun at the time. That's for sure.
We've all been through shit, dude, and that's why years later you just shoot the shit and you laugh about it. I mean, even like the Lake of the Ozarks thing with fucking EJ. You were on that trip, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
No, that was my first rookie year when that happened. So he already played that year, the year before.
Yeah.
So he was walking into his second year, and me, Osh, were gonna start our first year. And I remember when that noise was floating around, because we didn't found out either, like, because we were so young and like we didn't know what really happened to EJ at the time. It's crazy.
That was just don't set up a Lake of the Ozarks trip 2 weeks before training camp with all the guys. You just don't do.
It was Manny Legacy.
He's just trying to be a good guy. Like, let's go do a team thing. And we're fucking nuts. We had too many crazy kids.
Yeah. But now when we were older, Cam, like, how crazy is that though? Like, the first round pick overall, great rookie season, and then that shit too. What was it, 2 weeks before camp?
Yes, dude.
Like, that is just as bad as it gets, isn't it?
It's the worst thing ever, because the Blues were they're already down and out. You finally get the first pick overall, and we go down there, and he gets so. Dude, Bergy, we were gonna have Jay McKee calling a helicopter on the course to pick his ass up, and we were gonna fly him to St. Louis and have him go on the ice and fall on purpose. And seriously,
that's what I heard too. Yeah,
just go into the boards.
Like he's gonna step on a puck.
Steps on the ice and like, oh my god, my
knee. Oh, we're fucking dumb. But in reality, though, that set back the organization big time.
Oh my god, yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
It sure did.
And
his kind of in a way, like his whole career with the Blues, right? Like, he just played there 3 years and he got traded.
Yeah,
I know. He's still kicking ass. He's doing good
because they drafted.
That's the thing.
They drafted Petro 2 years after him. Yeah. You know, it's like but they still traded for a defenseman though when they traded him.
Yeah,
they still got Shaddy.
Yeah, I know.
Who was an awesome dude.
Fucking crazy, man.
So, and they got Chris Stewart,
obviously,
also. Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
You guys always had so much fun, man. I just feel like your guys' team, like, I mean, you didn't always win a ton of games or go far in the playoffs, whatever, but you guys seemed like you genuinely got along and you just had fun, you know?
Yeah. I think from the first day I got there to my last, I think the Blues had awesome chemistry, and, everybody was hanging out with everybody, and we had a lot of fun. And that's something to be thankful for, because other teams, I don't think all the teams have that. You know what I mean? We really had that in St. Louis. So that's awesome.
Hey, I remember your agent. I talking to him, and he's like, "Hey, Patrik had a injury. He suffered an injury training. This is your old agent." And he's like, okay, so the story he told me, like, you fell on a treadmill. Like, is that accurate? Like, what really happened to your shoulder? First, I'm never going to mention his name because he still might come back and fuck me somehow. Yeah. Well, because he's the guy.
That's a complete lie.
For people who listen, because he's the one who fucked Bergy out, and the whole situation led to getting to Buffalo. We'll talk about that later. But, so it was a lie? So you didn't fall on a treadmill? It hurt your shoulder?
No, I don't know. I didn't even know that he said that to you, to be honest. But no, it was – I called – obviously when it happened in workout. I'm dead serious. I have nothing to lose now. Like I was pushing those. I don't know what to call them, but like you stack a lot of weight on, and then you're gonna push them for
a sled.
It's like a sled.
Yes,
yeah,
a sled. Yes, a sled.
I know. I know.
Andy knows about those sleds.
I just did it this morning.
Yeah.
Attaboy. But we had him outside, and it was a lot of weight on, and I was, to get this thing going, I had to like maximize my power, and I slipped with my foot, and I had my arm straight, and I was bent really low, and I flew forward because I slipped, and I didn't have the chance to like get my arms to like protect me. So the arm just the shoulder and arm just kind of went full back on me when I went forward. And that thing was just out. It was just popping straight out in front of me. Oh. And I knew right away because the summer before I had the other shoulder surgery. So I knew exactly how it felt. I was like, fuck, this is really bad. Come like back-to-back summers with shoulder injuries in the summer. So yeah, that wasn't very good. And I called Ray Borelli, and he was like, "Man, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I know. It's bad." So, he called Army, and I think like 3 days later, I was on a flight back in the summer to St. Louis to take a look at it, and they're like, "Yep, everything is ripped, and you need surgery." So it was a tough blow. It was a tough blow.
How'd that flight feel? Like with a fucked up shoulder, you got to fly all the way from Sweden to St. Louis?
Actually, like when you pop your shoulder and you get it in place again, like it's not too bad compared to getting the other shit with the shoulder. I don't know what it's called, but like, so it kind of functions okay because you got it in place again. Mm-hmm. So, but we did the MRI, and they just told me like, yeah, this is bad, and we need to fix this.
Yeah, you don't want to pop it out again, because once it pops out, right, it'll end up popping out again.
Yeah, but it already tore. Yeah. When it pops, subblocks is what it's called. When it pops out, like it tears shit up. But you put it back in, you feel okay until you have a weird movement.
Yeah,
and it's out. It's out again. So you need to get surgery. Yeah, it's got all.
So like
shoulder sucks, dude.
Yeah, so like you could probably like try to rehab it. I did that with my first shoulder for 4 years. And then it started to pop out all the time. Oh. And then it's just, it's done. But this was the first. And I said, they asked me actually, if like, do you want to try and rehab it? I was like, well, I know how the other shoulder, better to fix it. Because if this going to start popping, then I don't know, I'm going to miss like every single game. Like I get one hit and the shoulder is out. And we need to pop it in. So I think at least this time it was the right decision to like do surgery right away instead of, having me being hesitant on the ice or something, because I think it might pop again. So I think at least it was the right decision.
Hey, you signed a couple of really good contracts though, man. Like you made some money, there's no doubt. But did you grow up with a lot of money? Like what was life like for you growing up in Sweden? Like what kind of upbringing did you have, Bergy?
I think I had a pretty average. My dad was both a professional hockey player in the big league here, and he was actually at that time working another job too. So I think we had it good. We were doing all right. So, mom and dad, they were, driving us everywhere, taking care of us. So yeah, can't complain. It was good.
Was hockey like everything for you? Like, was it your dream to like get here and play in the National Hockey League? Like when do you start thinking about that?
Well, first time when I actually started thinking about it, because when we live here and grow up here, like we don't get to, watch NHL games and all that because it's in the middle of the night. And at that time, obviously no social medias and stuff. So I think for me, like when scouts were starting to come to games, that's when I kind of started to like, and they were like wanting to talk to me and stuff like that. And that was when I was, that whole year before draft. Like at 17, I was like, okay, but I was always so like, kind of like with hockey, like I knew I was good, but I was a lot of like I was insecure. Like I always thought like guys were better than me, but they kind of weren't. But that's how my mind was working at the time. But when scouts, they meet you here and there at games and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I might go in the draft. And then I had a good year, and agents start talking like, yeah, well, it looks like you're going to go probably in the first round and stuff like that. And I was like, holy fuck, okay.
Oh yeah.
And if we go a little forward now, and like first time when I met Andy Murray, he asked me like pretty much the last day before I flew home. It's like, so like, do you think you have what it takes to play in the National Hockey League next year? And I said like, no, like I'm hoping like in 3 or 4 years.
They just drafted you in the first round.
Just say yes.
Yes,
Just
but
say
this is how like stupid and like insecure I was with like answering. He was like you said, he was like, you're a first round pick. Like we expect you to play next year. I was like, oh my God.
Larry Plow calls the owner. Hey, our first round pick will be ready in 5 years.
He says 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7.
Like,
we'll see him in 5 years.
That's how stupid I was. Like that's real. I was like, yeah, maybe in like 4 years. I thought I was being humble. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was not. They did not want to hear that.
Was that your first time in the U.S. coming over here for the draft? You've been over here before?
We went with the national team to Lake Placid twice.
Oh.
Yeah, we played like a 3-gamer against the U.S. only. So I played with the year ahead of me, the 87s. I was in their national team, and they did the same trip, and then the 88s with me, we did the same trip. So to Lake Placid, and then we got a day in the Big Apple on top of that. So that was the only experience I had. Yeah. And then also the draft was in Vancouver, which was awesome.
What were you? So when you first came over, you were like, what was the biggest thing that stood out?
Like in U.S. and when I came to St. Louis.
No, like when you came into the U.S., where you're like, whoa, like what is going on?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like the big trucks.
I had no idea how big. Yes, everything was different. Everything.
The tornadoes,
fucking trucks, crazy fucking murders.
It was, you know what I mean? Like it's so cool too, because I mean, we watch all the movies and stuff like that, and I got the chance to, get a day on Manhattan and stuff like that early, but it was just like a wow moment. And Lake Placid, I mean, my dad and stuff told me about the 1980, the Miracle on Ice and stuff. So when if he didn't told me about that, it'd be like, okay, yeah, this looks kind of old and stuff. But it was just like, wow, it's so cool to be here. And that Lake Placid is like an awesome place. Like,
hell yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah. It's
a lot of history there.
Bergy.
That was a summer showcase, Bergy. I think you came over for.
Hey, Bergy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever have a wake-up call when you got to St. Louis and you and Osh maybe took a wrong turn down in St. Louis?
Somebody got
and you're like,
face.
Everybody's happy in Sweden. Here, I'm gonna roll my windows down and ask for directions. Did you ever get in a fucking jam?
Like Vacation, the movie?
Yeah. Roll them up. Hey, was there a wake-up call?
Wrong turn.
Yeah, dude.
Wrong turn over the wrong bridge? Or like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like
just into a bad area.
Like a fucking bad neighborhood where you're like, I don't remember this in Sweden. What's going on here?
Yeah,
why don't we stop at the 7-Eleven?
What about, though, like, so we lived our rookie year. We lived in West End. I think that was great. I think Clayton is the best play, like kind of like in the mix of everything, like all the directions kind of thing. But so we lived in West End, and like to go to the Mills at that time, we go out to that big road, and then we go past the Plaza Hotel there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the old practice facility for people listening. Yeah.
Yeah. So like after you pass the plaza and like you drive down there, it gets rough in a hurry. Only there, I think.
I mean, that ain't even like.
That ain't
No, I know some certain areas.
This guy's talking about St. Charles, man.
He's talking about St. Charles. I love it.
I'm not talking about St. Charles. I'm talking about just right after West End, like.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
rougher.
yeah, down there, yeah, no doubt.
Hey, just keep
no
cruising,
doubt.
keep going north.
You got to be careful.
Keep going north
for sure. Hey, listen, no players are living in the West End now. I'll tell you that, Bergy.
No, Bergy, dude, it's.
I gotta say one more thing. I mean, what I remember, what Al told me the first time, he told me right away, like, hey, just you should never go over the bridge.
Well, they tell all the kids that.
Yeah, just don't go to
not just the hockey players.
Nothing good happens over there,
when you cross the river.
Nothing good happens.
That's great advice from a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famers, like,
Cam, we are older now. Like, I went over and I had a hell of a time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, hell yeah, we did, dude. We did it right.
Yeah.
We did it right.
We did it right.
And we were nice to everybody too, and that's why people were nice to us, man. Even if we played like shit, like no one fucked with us. It was nice. We were friends with everybody. It's a good town.
Hey,
it
listen,
is.
One thing that shouldn't be lost in the like Bergy was a hell of a hockey player, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Like, and you scored a lot of goals. You scored some big goals. You were a really good player, man. Like, you look at your stats. You played over 700 games in the NHL.
Yeah.
You could have obviously played much more if you would have if you wanted to stay, man. So I want to get that out there. This guy like scored a lot of goals, and you were a good player, man. But when all right, the trade from St. Louis, when that goes down, like, where are you? Army calls you, says you're going to Buffalo. Like, what are you doing? And are you like, wait, I can't? I have a no trade clause? I'm not going to Buffalo. Like, what was your response to Army when he called you and gave you the news?
Well, yeah. So, can I like tell my story for this, and then leading up to all this? So, like 2 weeks before, well, when the new contract kicks in, July 1st, July 2nd, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
So my first year on my big contract there, I had a no trade. So that year is done. And then my second year and moving forward, I had a no trade, a trade clause where like I can take off 20 teams.
Limited no trade clause, yeah.
Yes, okay. You know it better than me.
Yeah.
So with 2 weeks leading up to that point, I'm calling my agent. And we're never going to say his fucking name. And I was like, should I get my list? Like, how does this work? Because this is the first time I ever had a contract like this. So how does it work? Like, should my list be sent in, or like, because I have it, like, I kind of know the teams and stuff. Like, do you need it to send it in? And he was like, no, it doesn't work like that. If they want to move you, they have to contact us. So I was like, okay, I done my part. And July 1st or 2nd, I'm in Sweden. I play golf the day before, sleeping, and I wake up the next morning, and I have 100 texts, 100 phone calls, and I know right away what happened. And what I was scared about was, what fucking team? Where am I going? And this is the fun, the horrible fun thing. Like, Buffalo was obviously the first on my list. First team that I would never want to go to. I'd rather quit playing hockey than going to this team.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and the thing is, like, with the phone, like, I am with so much fucking shit going on, I have to scroll like a while before I even know what fucking team I came to.
God.
Yeah, and then, welcome to Buffalo Sabres organization, blah, 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 we'll contact you. And Army have called me, but I mean, it was in the middle of the night. I always have my phone on silent. So, yeah, it was a really, really bad day. So yeah, that's that. So moving forward, so I decided like to pick myself up, obviously, and like, well, you got to go there. Maybe it's, awesome, and, you get along with everybody, and you have maybe, play better or get a better role or whatever. And, right when I got there, because every time we fly in there, no one leaves the hotel. Like, you eat room service, you play, and you get out. Right, Cam?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah,
Like,
you're in and out of that place, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah. So I didn't know anything of. I mean, I haven't been outside the hotel, and it's connected to the rink, so I haven't seen anything of Buffalo. But it was, yeah, nothing for me. And I think I met the coaches. Obviously, Davis Payne was their assistant coach at the time. And I got there, and I know I was in a package deal. Army saw that he could move me, for, in a way, like just to clear cap space. And I didn't have my, my teams ready to go and all that. And I understand him. I mean, I respect Army so much. I would have done the same thing. So all respect to Army and the success that they had after that. But yeah, got there, and it was like, met this Housley. God, I hate him. I gotta say it. I fucking hate Phil Housley.
Phil Housley, the coach. He was the head
coach.
What
a fuck, yeah, head coach. What a fucking, what a prick. I gotta say it. I don't care.
What did he do?
Come there. But I come there, like, I'm pretty much like one of the oldest guys there. And I could just feel right away. I came in a package deal, and they did not want me I didn't matter whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like 10 years in the Blues. I loved it. I had somewhat my role there that I knew. I had my, lows and highs and everything, but like, I felt like I was being a part of something, awesome. And I got there, and they put me in a fourth line after 2 games, and then they scratched me on the fourth, and then it was just like, yeah, I had no, and I didn't want to be there. It was awful. And they were like, and I walked into house, and I was like, what's going on? And I don't like to talk to coaches and like ask them why I'm not playing or whatever, but he was like, no, well, from up top, he wants us to play the younger guys and stuff like that. So I asked for a trade, and they said like, no, you're great for the team though, so we're not going to move you. And I think on the 21st game or something after that, I played and did well, and then we had 3 days of practice. And I practiced with my line for 2 days, and then on the third day, I was a healthy scratch in practice. Like, you're like one of the fucking pigeons out there.
Yeah, you're wearing yellow.
Yeah. So I walked in again, and I was like, how is this even possible? And it's like, well, we got to let the young guys play. So that's when I understand, teams that do that, but I don't think I was really ready to be, done with hockey in the NHL. I felt like I had so much more to give, and I didn't have any love for the team, and it was not a good group of guys either. So I just had enough. I drove home after that practice. I called my agent and I said, this is going to be hard for you to hear, but I'm real. Like, I am done. They don't want to trade me, and they just want to, work me like this, and I'm not okay with it. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. I just want to go home. I'm done. And the agent, pretty much, he was like, okay, but I'm going to call GM, blah, blah, blah. And that shit went on for 9 days. And he promised me I could go home every day. And then he came up with, something else. And then it got so bad that other agents called me and what's going on? And I told them that, and they were freaking out, saying well, you haven't been in contact with the PA? I was like, no one had told me to call the PA. And they put me in contact with NHLPA. And the next day, I could get on a flight and like go home. So my agent didn't do anything. So I was sitting in an apartment for 9 days in Buffalo.
And just were you in contact with the team? Like, did they know where you were? Like, were they calling you and be like, where are you? Or
well, I got close with Scandella. Was one of them I got close with, so he was checking in on me, and
Marco,
one of the Swedes checked in on me, but other than that, no one reached out.
Yeah, Marco's here now. Hey, and good guy. Listen, when you when the trade goes down though, like you already thought that you had called your agent and said, "Hey, are we all good to go? We check all the boxes." Do you call him back and be like, "What the fuck? Like now I'm going to Buffalo? I thought you said we had this taken care of with our no trade list." Like what was his answer to that?
He had no answer. He said that he did his job, and it was my job to, if I wanted to send in the list, I should have sent in the list. That's what he told me.
So then,
and I think that's very wrong, because I'm like, what should I me as a player? Should I email Army like, hey, just a reminder, if you want to trade me, here's my list? Like, that's not my fucking job.
Jesus, Bergy.
No, that's why you have that's why you have an agent. So, all right, so those 9 days, did you ever change your mind? Were you ever thinking, okay, I want to, like, I'm surprised they didn't try to trade you then. Yeah, I'm sure maybe they did, I guess, but would you have stayed over if they would have traded you to a different team where maybe it was a little more of an appealing situation, or were you just completely, you made up your mind, you were done, you were heading back home?
At that time, I was done, because I did ask them like a month before to like, this is not a fit for me, and you guys clearly don't want to use me as the player that I am. Like, and you have a bunch of young players, so I mean, can you move me? And they were just like, no, we're not going to move you. So when I decided to like kind of just walk away from Buffalo, I was 100% sure that whatever happens, I'm going home. Either way, I'm coming home at some point. That's my mind was just, I was done. I was completely checked out at that time.
Did you ever regret it, or no?
My decision to leave Buffalo, no, absolutely not. That's something. Do I want those? What it was, 11, 14 million? Yes, yeah, I would love to have those cash in my bank, but the decision and everything, hell no. That's the best thing I could do, because if I would have stayed there, because I already started, I'm gonna be honest with you, I already started to spiral a little bit.
Yeah,
I did more drinking by myself at home. I was not, I was not in a good place. So if I would have just like, I'm gonna just go into practice, be a scratch or whatever, and I would go home. I didn't have anybody else there at the time. I was alone. So I would have gone home and done some drinking, and it would turn bad for me, I think. So I definitely made the right decision to just like, fuck it. There's other things in life. I'd rather feel good than just, I'm going to write this out to just cash in, because I played 10 years. I made a lot of money. That's not why I played at that time.
But you sound good now, Bergy, man. You sound happy. Like, I know how I could play tricks on your head, going through weird shit like that. Then you start fucking drinking by yourself. No, man. I get you on that. Yeah. And you sound happy now. Like, are you good? Like, whatever happens, if you want to play again, maybe you want to do something else, you want to keep coaching. But right now, like, you look in the mirror, you're happy, right?
I'm really happy. Good, it's awesome to, I mean, like I said, this is the first podcast, and you can only talk so much to friends and family here, because you guys at least been where I've been, so it means more to talk about. I mean, I can talk a whole lot to my friends and stuff, and they just sit and say yes, like they have no clue, right?
Yeah.
So this film, but I'm in a great place. Life is good. I think hopefully I'll get myself in shape and have a go to play next year, and I'm really excited.
Hey, so it was like 12 and a half, like $13 million that you walked away from. And I remember, Bergy, we did an interview a few years back when the Blues were in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the year that they won the Stanley Cup. I think it was right before the final. And you had joked around. You said, hey, if they get to the Stanley Cup final, I'm going to take the next fucking helicopter to St. Louis, and I'm going to be there to watch. You never came, by the way. I was telling everyone that you were coming to St. Louis for the Stanley Cup final, but – you know,
I would have partied with you. Like,
but
you can't believe.
You said at that time, like, it wasn't always about the money. But are you okay, like, financially now? Like,
good?
You're all good, man, because you made a lot of money. But you said you could still use that $13 million. Everyone could use more money, but you're in a good spot.
Oh yeah, well, that's being like when I'm saying that's being me being spoiled. Like I've been like financially, I've been taking care of myself since day one in the National Hockey League. Like I am super fine. I will be for the rest of my life, and haven't been sitting on super contracts, and I left the best contract like after my first year. So, but it's all good. And coming back to, I mean, I want to say this, like when the Blues won the Cup, like I remember that night that they won in Boston, I was flying to New York to just like do a little vacay with a broad that I dated at the time. Shocker. But I couldn't because our flight left like 2 hours after they won. And I couldn't sleep that night. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, are they really going to win? Like, this year of all year? So, yeah, that was really tough. But when it kind of sunk in, you know, all the players that you play with for so long, and it's just like, I mean, and for the city, I mean, I was in the end, like, I mean, so happy because, I mean, it's one of the best sports cities, I believe. I mean, they're always there, and it's just, I mean, it's awesome. And hey, that gives credit to Army, right? Like, what a trade. O'Reilly was on fire.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Probably gonna win another cup with Toronto.
He's
too.
he's like winning games on his own for Toronto right now too. Hey, did you ever hear back, like anyone from the Blues, like they ever like check in on you? I'm just curious, you know, when you were going through some shit.
Yeah, I mean, especially during the time when all that shit in Buffalo went down, a lot of guys from St. Louis, like it was pretty much only people from St. Louis that reached out to me, like nowhere else. Yeah. I mean, Ray Borelli, I mean, Jim Meyer, I mean, the Chaser, Jackman, like guys that it was just like Barrett Jackman texted me like after the third day when this all started, and he was like, "How you doing, man? Like, what's going on?" And I told him, "It's like, hey, do you want me to jump on a flight to come to you right now?" Barrett Jackman said that. He's like, "Do you want me to jump on a flight and be with you right now?"
Wow.
Isn't that like the best guy ever?
Yeah, man. Well, fuck, we all would have gone with him if he was going to fly private over there. We would have went over there and fucking partied with
you. Hey, what do you make? What do you make in Sweden? Like, what's the salary for you when you're playing in the top league in Sweden? I'm just curious. Like versus.
Yeah, well, I was one of the highest paid, so I say like about 35,000 a month.
Okay. Oh. And that's over like what, 6 months or whatever?
No, they do full year.
Oh wow!
Like 12 months.
Making $400,000 then, right?
That's more than what Cam made in the NHL.
Yeah, it's about 30. No, we were 20. So it was 27 a month every 2 weeks.
Yeah, 30,000 or whatever you said.
No, 27. So that'd be 50 around 50.
But I think,
that's good. That's 13.
But I think but I came back. I mean, as a Swede though, but like they call them like if you get a good import player, they depending on how good he is, he might get more than that too. So, but I don't think anything goes. So everything is below 50,000. I don't think anyone is over that.
It's good money, dude. Hey, okay, so Bergy, you're in Sweden. Like, what's a happy day for you? The summertime's here, man. Like, is it like, get up, I'm gonna golf with my fucking buddies. We're gonna go creep around a little bit.
Glad that you asked him.
Like, what are you fucking doing, dude?
He's golfing. Every
Glad
day.
that you asked. My awesome golf course opened on Friday, so I've been playing golf Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Is that why you were unavailable over the weekend? You're like,
this
is fine. Like he's playing in the Masters or something.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, how can you say no to that, man? How can you say no to that?
I know, man.
Can't.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now, yeah, it's gonna be workouts between like 9 and 10, 10:30, and then if the weather is good, I'm heading out to the golf course every single day. That's all I do. Summertime.
Hey,
that's all I do.
Good for you.
Because when you went to Buffalo, though, there were other players from St. Louis. Like they weren't like Saboka wasn't checking on you, like or hanging out with you. Like
no, I will always like Sobe's such a great guy, but I mean, I don't think he's like that emotional.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like to look for others and take care of others. He's just kind of in his own bubble. So no, he didn't. I think actually Sam Reinhart was good. He checked in. I forgot about him. He was actually an awesome guy and stuff. But other than that, it was just I think there was a lot of good dudes there, but it wasn't I mean, I could see why they didn't succeed all these years with like it wasn't a tight group. Like they just they had a couple of really good players, but nothing was like it wasn't an engine that was working. It was just a couple of pieces that scored points, but that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not bad now. Like, did you they missed the playoffs still, but like they've got some good young players. Did you think Tage Thompson, who was involved in that trade,
no?
Did you think he'd be a superstar?
Be this good. I hated Tage Thompson.
How come?
Come on, we can be honest.
Come on,
like
Andy, what do you expect? Come on.
Of course. Why'd you hate him?
He came into the Blues too, and like obviously didn't really make the team, and he was just kind of a little arrogant. He was a little arrogant. Like came in right away and like thought he was a big deal. Like, dude, come on. And then he didn't like make the team. He came in a couple of times here and there, and then we went on the package deal to Buffalo, and I met him in Buffalo, and he walked around like he was a big deal again. I was like, God damn it! Like,
and now he is.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how you get this confident? Because I mean, in a lot, I need it too. Like, what do you do? But yeah, it's been crazy. Like all my buddies too been texting me his whole year. Like, what is up with this guy? I was like, I have no idea. He's been eating something.
It's confidence, man. No, yeah.
Highlight real goals like on a daily basis.
Oh my God, he's like unreal. That guy.
Jesus Christ. Who gives a shit, Bergy? You're golfing all fucking day, kicking your feet up. It's all good, man.
Yeah, Cam. Hey, Cam. Like I said, hey, I have no hard feelings for anyone anymore. Like I'm all good. Like I feel like I pretty much grew up in St. Louis. I came there as a young 19-year-old, could barely speak English, and to the guy I am, like St. Louis kind of made me grow up. I'm just. It's Vasteras and it's St. Louis, and it will always be. It will always be.
What would it take you to come back here for like an alumni camp?
Have you been back?
Bergy, get back here and let's fucking party just for 3 days straight, and then you can sleep all the way home. Just get back here and see the boys. I'll set some up nice for you.
Oh man! Oh, I bet you will. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I think for the next season, grab a couple of friends too from back home that always came over to watch me. That we can do it all together. That would be.
Come say hey to the fans, dude. Like people, they miss you here, man. Like it's always fun to go back. You left, now you come back. You know how the city is, dude. We'll have a damn good time.
I know. I mean, I mean, with social media, like a lot of people from St. Louis have been so nice to me. Like throughout, like even some people can write me today too on Messenger, and you know what I mean. Like just like, oh, we appreciate what you did in St. Louis. Hope you're well. Like I said, St. Louis people, they're great. Everything is great with St. Louis. Everything.
Is that you on Facebook that I'm following? You got Facebook?
Yeah, that's how I got.
Okay,
yeah.
that's how you got hold.
Well, I didn't have his new number. You change your fucking number so often, Bergy. Jeez, can never find.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do that.
I changed my freaking number once. God damn it.
Hey, there's reasons for that.
Hey, can I ask this though? Because people want to know, like, when you're going through some shit, like, is the NHLPA like, were they there to help you? Like, when you're dealing with like some serious depression, though, Bergy, and you're drinking at home, like, did you reach out to anybody, and were they there to help you when you needed it?
Well, I mean, like, it didn't get to that point when, like, that I told them, like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm drinking and blah blah blah. Like when I knew that I wanted to quit, that was the issue that they dealt with. But they were great. Like right when I myself got in contact with them, then like, yeah, okay, you feel like, yeah, we set this up right now. And then the next day it was like done deal. And I've been talking to my agent that feeding me pretty much fake information for 9 days. I haven't even been putting me in contact with the PA. PA is great. For me, they were great. You know, I was home pretty much the next day, and so I have like, they were really good to me.
Yeah, we only have a few more for you, man.
Yeah, dude, you've been great, man.
Listen, when you get back home though, like, you did know this was like a huge headline story in the NHL, right? I mean, you basically, guys don't retire with like, you know, that much money left on their deals, that many years left on their deal. So this was like unheard of. And, you know, and a lot of people obviously knew you here. So there were so many people that were concerned as to what was going on. Were you aware of how big of a story this was here? Like, were you following it? Were you like, oh my God, what did I just do? Or were you just like, hey, I'm turning the page, I'm turning the TV off, I'm not even like reading anything?
I think, you know, when I decided of what to do and then I followed through with it and I came home, I think when I felt the worst was all these days in Buffalo. Hearing about it, like Buffalo people, they were, you know, saying all kinds of shit about me, and I didn't read anything, but I had a girlfriend at the time that was from St. Louis. She was great. She supported me well too. So that was good to at least, like, during those days, she was there. But I remember I was driving like in Buffalo. You have this Canada border, right? Like, so I went across it one day and came through it again. And then you need to show your passport and stuff. And I'm sitting in the car showing the passport. And this like cop or whatever they are.
Border Patrol.
He was like looking at me. He's like, oh, it's you. The guy that, what's wrong with Buffalo? Why do you want to leave? Like he was just being like a fucking, like I was being uncomfortable. And I was like, no, it's just like, I just said like, oh, well, it's me, blah, blah, blah. I just need to like leave. Like he was like being a prick, barely giving me my passport back.
He got the exclusive story, the first one.
No
He's like,
but
I know.
He wanted to detain you until you agreed to go back to Buffalo.
I know, dude.
Yeah, but what you asked me, like, I didn't try to read into much. I remember when I got home, I deleted my Instagram. I had a lot of following on my Instagram, and I didn't want to look at it, so I deleted my Instagram and just started a new one with just close friends. Because I knew it was a lot of hate and probably questions and everything, but I think what I did too led up to a few others that could step away from the contracts too. And like I said, I've been playing for 10 years and I'm not craving, you know, more money. It's always great to have more money. Everybody would say that, but I'm financially secure and I love St. Louis so much. And I came to the very, very least place that I wanted. And it wasn't a good fit. And I don't think you should go through things and get yourself into more, in a worse spot because you need to just making that extra bucks. I think it's fucking ridiculous.
Good for you, man.
That's
fucking right.
That's where I stand. That's where I stand.
Bergy.
And I am never, like I said, I've never regretted that decision ever.
Well, you should feel good about that then. That you followed your heart. But
damn right.
I will ask you this though: Did you ever try to recover some of that money? Could you have filed a grievance? Like, wasn't there anything you could have done to even get some money that was left on the contract, or you had to basically forfeit it?
Well, I never tried, but that's what I think my agent tried to do during these days where I was in the dark in Buffalo. I think he tried to work some shit out with Buffalo or something. Like, it was just weird. I felt like I was being betrayed behind my back, and I didn't get any help. He said, like, yeah, you can go home tomorrow. And then he texted me the next morning, like, well, we're still in negotiations with this. I was like, I just want to go home. I don't want to negotiate anything. So I think he was the one that was being very greedy and wanted to squeeze out some, because then the agent gets some money, right? Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to fucking get some.
Fuck him.
Did you fire him? Like, did you call him up and be like, you're fucking fired?
Done.
Or did you just never how does that work?
Well, I had a couple of heated discussions with him during that time, not those 9 to 10 days in Buffalo, and he was just trying to be on my side, and I said, this doesn't feel right. And when I got contacted with other agents, I knew something was really wrong. And when I finally flew home, when I got to leave, I landed on Swedish soil. I got to my house, and I just talked to the PA, the NHL PA, and I asked them, like, how's the best way to, like, fire an agent without, like, so they're like, the best thing is, like, you put us in the email, blah, blah, blah. And so that's what I did. I put the agent in an email and PA in an email, and then, like, you're done, blah, blah, blah. And so they had it, and that's it. Yeah. That's how I did it, because I didn't want to talk to him fucking again. I didn't want to hear his fucking voice.
No shit, man.
So that was it.
And Jason Botterill, he was the GM, wasn't he, in Buffalo at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you get along with him?
I don't think he was a bad guy whatsoever.
Okay.
But it was just like how the situation turned out to be. I have nothing bad to say about him, but I did ask for a trade, but he didn't want to trade me. So
I'm surprised once you said, hey, he's done or whatever, teams weren't calling up. Like, can we get a 6'4" third line center for half the price of what he was already making?
Bergy, what's your hair look like right now?
So I'm all trimmed up on the sides and back, and then I got a nice flow on top.
There it is. Post some pictures on Facebook, man. I want to keep it. I want to follow you on Facebook, dude. I'm following you on Facebook. Post some fucking pictures.
Dude, I'm not posting anything, man. Like, Facebook, I don't do anything. I just have Facebook. Instagram, a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
So he thinks Instagram or Facebook,
That's how you got a hold of Bergy.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we have a lot of people that follow all of our shit on Facebook, just so you know, Andy. Yeah. We just want to follow you, Berg Dog. We miss you, man.
Yeah. I'll miss you too, guys.
I don't post on
I got to
Facebook
come back.
either.
Next season, that's the deal. Next season, I'm coming back with one or two boys, and we go to a game. We try to do something fun. Can we please do that?
You'll be all right.
Hey, they got a lot of good stuff happening here, man. I mean, and they won the Cup. They've got the Hall of Fame thing going on.
People miss you, dude.
They're active with the alumni, man. So don't
the women
go too
folk
far.
miss you too. Awesome. Just so you know, Berg Dog.
I can see a couple of.
I know you guys are back in I know you got a new phone number.
Like, hey, what's up?
Hi, how are you? Hey, I'm in town. I love it. Hey, Bergy, man. Appreciate you coming on.
You're the
it's
best,
good to hear
dude.
your voice. We miss the hell out of you. We love you, dude. Keep in touch with us, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, love you too, guys. And it's been because I haven't been talking to any media in so many years, and it's nice to just say a couple of things that been having on my on my mind. So it's been great to talk out a little bit.
That's what we're here for, Bergy.
That's what we're here for, Berg Dog, man.
You know that.
Right on, buddy.
That's awesome.
Go do your thing,
well,
dude.
you guys take care. And Cam, are you playing any golf at all?
Oh my God,
dude! I'm living on a course right now, Bergy. I'm doing my shit. I'm a member at St. Albans, way out yonder, and I still suck. But I'll have you out any damn time, dude. I love it, man. We golf all the time.
I can see it. You're slicing the ball.
My God!
Oh, I'm pathetic. I'm a pathetic human being.
He wears sweatpants on the
Bergy,
on the course,
I'm embarrassing in every level of everything I do.
Oh, you're not.
Hey,
yes, you're the biggest beauty ever, man.
We're fun to golf with, though. We're fun to golf with, though.
Yeah, we're fun. Bergy, go enjoy yourself, buddy. We'll stay in touch with you, man.
All right, guys. Take care.
See you, homeboy. See you, Berg Dog.
The Cam Strick podcast is brought to you by Bellman and Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Get out there to Detroit, Missouri. Check it out. On one side, you got the Buick, the GMC. Options for everybody. Then right across the street, you got the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Again, find something that works for you and get yourself a new set of wheels in time for the summer.
Yeah.
All right. That was Patrik Berglund. Very outspoken, very honest, Cam. Yeah. Very candid.
Big time.
Conversation.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. I love Bergy. He went through some shit, and it's hard to feel sorry for a guy that made a lot of money. He's tall, he's handsome. Like, don't get me wrong, I get that, but everybody's got their own fucking demons, dude. And he had demons, and he crawled out of it, and he's doing gosh dang good.
Do you think he had demons, or you think he was just unhappy, man?
Well, I think those are demons.
Let me tell you something. Andy? There are people who work in the professional world who get transferred to another city or another job or another department, and they hate their job too.
Of course.
So I don't know if it's demons more than it's like, dude, if you're in an unhappy place, it can lead you down that ugly road of depression.
Isn't negativity demons?
Mm-hmm.
I lump that all in one category.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it's not Satan tapping on you. Sometimes it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're just in a horrible spot and your mind's not right. That's a demon.
Yeah.
So
you think anything could have been handled differently, or?
Well, yeah, his agent couldn't have fucked shit up, and he got $14 million more.
I know he doesn't want to say his name, but his agent, Peter Wallen, was the agent. Can we say that?
I don't care, moron. You're an idiot.
Supposed to be there for these
kids,
over. Man.
Even call him to see if he's okay. You fuck. Fuck that, dude.
Well, I don't know what he did or didn't do.
Bergy didn't like him. I'll take Bergy's word for it. It's my boy.
Yeah.
So,
anybody ever mess with Bergy on the ice and you had to?
Well, yeah, of course.
Step in?
No one touched him, dude. No one touched anybody. No one bullied us around. Nobody did. Me and Kinger, are you out of your fucking mind? Who?
Minnesota.
Who? Nobody.
Boogaard.
Boogie got his nose broke by fucking Kinger. Sit down.
Did he?
Yes. Nobody fucked with us.
Colton Orr.
He didn't do shit either. Now he buckled me one time, but he didn't run us around. I was running everybody all game. That's why he wanted to fight me.
McGrattan.
What? Get out of here. Fought him 50 times.
Eric Carnes.
No, he wasn't around when I played for the Blues, I don't think.
Who am I forgetting?
Go ahead. Find somebody. Who? McIntyre?
Aaron
Boros. He got me. Yeah, that's right.
What up, Boros?
We love AV. He's flying private.
AV.
Jesus,
everywhere.
you follow him?
Oh,
you follow AV?
Oh, my God.
What is he doing?
I don't know. That we're not doing?
AV, what are we doing, homie? I'll party with you. Let's go. Andy and I will come out to fucking Hamptons, dude, and we'll be on our best behavior.
Yeah.
I just want to look around a little bit. AV is partying, dude.
He is.
He's a big dog. Aaron Boros, fucking flying private. He's doing cooler things than ex-players that made $50 million. Mm-hmm. I love AV. My boy. I love when he calls me randomly. He just lets it out. AV, baby. What's up with you?
I don't know if he's partying.
Well, I don't know either. Not with that, but more like...
He's just loving life,
What's up, Cam? Let me talk to you.
He's loving life.
I love when he does that.
Yeah.
If I see AV on my phone, I'm answering that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to a quiet spot. I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
That's all. My boy.
George LaRock.
Big Jargy. Jargy. Great guy.
One of the first COVID experiences in Canada.
Yeah, remember he's like, I got COVID. I was like, oh, God.
I'm like, he's
doing
push-ups.
We love you.
They're like, how do you feel? He's like, I feel fine. That's not the right answer.
No, it's not the right answer. You should act like you're dying. Get the jab.
Tell me you're dying.
Get the jab and get it now. Get the booster. Get the booster.
You don't need to go down that road.
You're killing people.
You don't need to go down that road.
Fucking weird. Get the booster.
One time, Bergy took a slap shot and fell flat on his face.
I remember that. That was a highlight. I know.
But he scored some nice ass goals.
He tried to like pull it and he fell right.
He scored the first goal of the game in the Winter Classic. You know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. You didn't remember that, Cam?
No, I was partying. I was partying that day.
I was ringside.
You know what happened that day?
That day?
I had 10 people with me drive all the way from Eureka.
Mm-hmm.
We get down to fucking Busch Stadium. I'm walking in with a huge group of people.
No tickets.
I forget the cock-sucking tickets.
Are you kidding me?
And I go, oh, my
They weren't electronic?
No, they were at my house. I forgot them. I go, right when we're walking in, and I fucking see a big, tall lug named Reed Lowe. I go, yo. He goes, hey, I got 10 tickets for you. Do you need some?
Are you kidding me? Is this the alumni game?
Yeah. No, this is
it must have been
the
the
Winter
alumni.
Classic. No, this is the Winter Classic.
He's got 10 tickets?
He had 10 tickets.
And you had 10 people with you?
I had 10 people with me.
Hold on.
No.
Who's walking around with 10 tickets
I
for
don't
the Winter
know.
Classic?
Andy.
You sure it wasn't the alumni game?
Andy, I swear to God. And I think we didn't have enough, and I walked people in. And then we walked up to a box, and I walked them in the box. And I walked through another security, and I walked through more security. I got everybody in. It was the weirdest. My heart went, oh, God.
So
all
your
these
10
people.
tickets just went to waste.
Yeah.
Somebody could have used those.
I know. Anyway, all good.
Well, you dropped the ball, Cam.
Well, it worked out. Okay. It worked out. And then we played an alumni game, not the main alumni game, but the pussy one. And then Tom Stillman, the owner of the Blues, majority owner, chairman.
He's been a guest at the show.
We love him. He goes, Cam, can I talk to you? I go, what's up? I go, what's up, Tommy? What's up? What do you need? He goes, can I go you?
Oh.
I go, you want to fucking go me? He goes, can I go you? I go, you goddamn right you can.
You gave him one.
I fucking gave him
Oh,
one.
that is a
And I go, you want to fucking do it, Tommy? I go, you want to do it? So I dropped the gloves with Tom Stillman.
In front of everybody.
And he bagged me up. And I dropped to my knees. I should have ragdolled him, but I didn't.
I don't know if you could.
But I didn't.
To be honest with you.
He ragdolled me, and I go, ah.
I take Tommy all day.
Tommy, we love you, Tommy.
I take Tom.
He's awesome.
All day.
He goes, can I get one?
Well, I fucking love that.
I go, let's go then.
Find me another owner.
I go, let's go then.
Find me another owner.
You want to do it? And we went toe to toe.
You got another?
Caught me.
You got another name for me?
What?
Another owner who's going to do that. Find me one.
Dundon. I'll bag his ass up too. Although they look pretty good over there in Carolina.
They're playing the Islanders.
They're playing penalty-riddled Islanders.
Hey, the Hurricanes.
They're good.
I like the Hurricanes.
I do too.
But sometimes the reality is the reality. They are a second-round team.
Yeah, they'll be second round. They'll lose.
They'll
lose to Tampa or Toronto.
Hey, what's the next round matchups? Assuming, what would they be, Brody? Who would Carolina play? The Rangers?
Maybe.
And it's Boston, Toronto?
You'll be all right.
Hey.
You'll be all right. Nah, Trip Frederick, he ain't going to hit you. No, Charlie McAvoy ain't. Nah, keep your head up. No, keep your head down. McAvoy ain't going to hit you. Don't worry. No more shining can do nothing.
For Florida having no chance in the series, they're actually making it pretty entertaining.
They're getting their ass kicked.
Doesn't matter. They're entertaining with the
way
they go down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that part. They're getting their ass kicked.
Like they go down fighting.
Fine.
Fighting.
But they're getting killed.
Fighting.
I'm going to fight you.
No, that's how they say it in like
New
York, like in the Bronx. It's like it's not fighting, it's fighting.
Yeah. Okay, Andy.
You ever been there?
No. I've never played out east. Jesus Christ, my fucking boys out there. It's my shit kicking motherfuckers out in New York and fucking Jersey and Brooklyn. Those are my goddamn people.
Well, then you know that it's fighting.
My people are in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, the shit kicking Alberta, out east where the shit kickers are. Those are my fucking people. Goddamn shit kickers.
Can you say it? Fighting.
Fighting. There's shit kickers out there, and I love them. Fucking A. My boys right there, baby. Men and women. Shit kicking. Those are my people, Andy. They ain't Creve Coeur Racket Club bullshit. They're fucking badass. And fun. They're like, we don't like this stuff. I don't like meat. What are we doing here? I'm going to go to the art museum again. And paint. I want to go to the art museum and take Gorilla Glue and take my hand and post it on the wall for climate change.
Who does that?
Your buddies.
They do not.
Your buddies. Fucking gluing themselves to paintings and
handcuffing themselves to
Andy's buddies are at the museum like, I don't like this. I'm going to take tomato paste and dump it all over this for animal rights. Meanwhile, Andy doesn't even feed his dog. But his buddies are like, get the fuck out of here. If you're doing that, true. You're irrelevant. You suck at life.
Hey, how about Luke Shen calling Pat Maroon irrelevant and Brandon Hagel?
Yeah.
Like loses his mind over it. He's like, what? He's fucking irrelevant? What? Did you see that?
Sometimes he is.
Did you see the reaction?
Yeah, they love Patty, dude. That just means you love Patty.
It does. But it was like...
Like, Lukey's like, Jesus, okay.
Jeez, okay, settle down. I didn't mean
I'll
to...
throw lefts on you, motherfucker. It's like you did Tanner Janot. I like Lukey Shen, dude.
Me too. He's fucking
goddamn
tough.
Right I like him.
He's tough. I'd take that guy on my team.
Fuck yeah.
I want all Shens on my team.
I know. I just want shit kickers.
A team full of shit kickers.
It's like Steven Stamkos. Like, he's like, fuck everything. I'm fighting. Like, I love it. Like, he's just...
Fighting.
I'm fighting. And I just like the way he doesn't care. Like, he just sacrificed his body. Like, I don't know. Like, that team is cool as shit.
You're irrelevant.
Okay. You might be right. Sometimes he is irrelevant. Sometimes he's not.
Do I need to show you?
And you know what? When Patty's not irrelevant, you know what he does? He scores a big-time goal. So if you keep chirping him like that, he might fucking hide for fucking 3/4 of the game. But once you leave that big boy in front of the net by himself, he's going to tap that puck in. He's going to do a little fucking celebration. He's going to own your life. Just remember that. No big deal. That's all good. We love everybody. We love all y'all.
Watch this.
Calm down, Hagel. Jesus. It's not your boyfriend. It's not like you said
He's like, what?
It's not like you said your wife's a whore.
Can you say that?
Who? Your wife's who? That's what
people have some very good ears. Do you think that they should be there should be microphones down there picking this stuff up?
Goddamn right.
Really? Brad Marchand said no. People tried to get him.
Oh no, he's still playing. No shit.
Yeah, but people tried to get him to say something negative about Matt Tkachuk. About what he said to Noshik.
Yeah, I said his wife's a hoe.
Allegedly.
Who?
I wasn't.
She's a who?
I mean, this is what people are.
She's got a gumad.
They also said that, Troy Stetcher said that,
Yeah,
said something to, or Trevor Zegras said something to Troy Stetcher about his dad.
That's wrong. No, I think you heard. Who cares?
But you know what?
If your wife's not a whore, just be like, oh, cool.
As a guy, I love the game of hockey. I love to play. I don't need to hear it.
I don't need to hear the wife's a whore.
That's their time, dude.
Andy,
because people will judge the players when they're in the heat of the battle of what they say. And
listen, if you're going to call somebody's wife a whore, either she better be sucking dick like no other.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't. I'm really surprised you went down that road.
I'm just saying. But for you to
yikes,
it's not say you suck or you're a fucking joke. Like your wife's a whore.
Uh-huh.
Like again, it's like if she's not, you look at Matthew like
I wouldn't even take offense.
Like no, she's not.
No, she's not.
Like
you don't even know my wife.
You don't even know my wife. Like no, she's not. I'm a whore.
Would you be
not her?
Would you be like, what'd you say?
She's not. She sucked what's his name's dick, but that's it. No,
what?
I don't know. Like it's all good, man. If your wife's not a whore, then who cares? But if she is, then it's like, ooh.
Hey, just so people know, need a reminder that the Tampa Bay Lightning have been to the Stanley Cup Final the last 3 years. I don't feel like they get enough respect.
I respect them.
They need more respect.
From who? The fuck boys in Canada? The fucking guys in California? The fucking people in Florida? Who?
Maybe the Ontario fans.
Who? You don't think the Ontario fans understand how
Leafs
good that
walk on water.
You don't think
there?
Yeah, but they spend $400 a ticket. Like they're just
400, dude. What kind of seats you sitting in?
1,000,
4,000, 3,000. I think.
okay.
I think. I don't want to say what Espo said, but those people that were down there by the glass, I think they're spending like over $3,000.
Yeah, that's why I chirped when we did our little thing.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mean to say to fuck boys in Canada because we love all the Canadian fans.
I love all the Canadians.
But like, you think the Canadian fans like,
and I love the Maple Leaf fans.
You don't think the people in Ontario, the true hard Canadian fans that we love, aren't looking at Tampa Bay like, I wish we had that?
Hey, let me give a shout out real quick to my boy Tyler Bertuzzi too.
He's a good player, man.
He's playing. He's coming up big. He's scoring some really big goals, Cam. He looks like a playoff performer, and he's going to be coveting $6 million per year.
And give it to him
in the offseason. He's going to get it from somebody. He would be a good fit here. That's all I'm saying.
St. Louis, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. And people think that the contracts of some of these defensemen around the league are bad, and then you see some guys that are getting paid $12 million this year.
I know.
$12 million. Dude, you better be like.
You better do some things.
You better
boy.
be like Norris caliber.
You better do some things, boy. You know.
I'm saying Norris caliber. The Cam Strick podcast is brought to you by Hair Club and hairclub.com. Yoink.
Yoink. I'll say that. Thank you.
Yoink.
Man, you don't know how to do it.
Dude, I fucking open up First Form energy drinks all day long. Personally, I drink the cherry lime. I also like the blue raspberry.
It's good stuff.
That's great stuff. You could probably take an energy drink in a bar with you when you go have your procedure done at Hair Club.
True that.
When you take videos, make sure you're wearing First Form gear.
Man, I gotta do videos like fucking Thursday. I look like shit.
For Hair Club?
Yeah.
Well, hairclub.com, Cam, 800-279-7878. Ask about the pill. Ask about all the different solutions, all the different locations sprinkled throughout North America, including Toronto and Montreal.
God dang right.
First Form and firstform.com. Cam, our link is firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Check out the bars. Check out the apparel. I'm wearing the new outdoors collection because it suits me. You would not look right in this one, but I do.
Tell me how to be outdoors.
This is the outdoors collection that you could not wear.
Racket Club. I live in Creve Coeur. I'm outside all the time.
I don't live in Creve Coeur.
I do things. I'm outdoorsy. I'm MacGyver.
I don't live in Creve.
I'm Bear Grylls. You ain't shit.
I don't live in Creve Coeur.
Yeah, you do. You live in fucking Ladue. You got a tree in your backyard. I'm outdoors. I'm doing things.
Did you see that sheep that had not been shaved in years?
No, Andy.
And it had no
one cares.
It couldn't see, and then you
shaved the fucking thing.
Its reaction after they shaved it when it
he
could
could
finally see.
It's like, I'm happy now. It's a sheep. They hang out with each other. Kind of like you. You're a sheep.
It's amazing.
Everyone at the Creve Coeur Racket Club's like, I like this. And he's like, what is it? I'm a sheep. I like it too. God.
That is not true.
That's exactly what happened.
First Form, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Get it today. Get a life coach. Download that app. Make your life even better. Simplify your life.
Damn right.
They'll have your nutrition there for you, your workouts there for you. They'll even count your steps, Cam.
Good.
Cam's watching YouTube.
I always watch YouTube.
No steps.
No, I watch YouTube while I do shit.
How many steps did you not take today, Cam?
Man, I've been working all goddamn day. I'm not fucking doing goddamn construction.
So you need to walk more.
Man, I got up early. Like, I'm talking this is my 7th hour of talking. 7th hour.
Well, can you talk about Sparks?
Yeah, man. Just get away from Seth. He's creeping your daughter out. Your underage daughter.
Oh, my God. Okay.
He's a weirdo. Look at his history on his computer. You'll be like, fuck, this dude's nuts.
Nobody's looking at that.
Well, you should. Because it's a problem. You know.
His parents know about this?
His parents are fucking blowing coke upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Taking trips to Aspen.
They're fucking taking trips to Aspen, giving him money to just do what he wants and eat Cheetos and beat his dick off all night.
He's got
staring at the neighbors.
Salisbury steak boxes.
Oh, God.
Everywhere.
He's a useless human being. He's sharpening your skates.
Everybody, that's the guy sharpening your skates. That's why you get a Sparks. So you're in control of your skates. You're in control of your skate sharpening, and you can take your son or daughter or even your game to the next level through their skating.
Yeah, 100%.
Use that promo code Cam and Strick. You're going to save more money than you'll save on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's that big of a deal. Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, man. Save money.
Sparks.com. SPARX. Find out why just about every NHL team in the league is using a Sparks. Bellman and Bellman.com, Cam, located where?
Try.
Say hi to Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
And Dale.
Night.
Danny boy.
Danny boy, what up?
They got the Buick GMC on one side of the street, the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the other side, right across the street from one another. Bellman and Bellman.com. Get out there. No matter how bad your credit is, Cam, you're going to get approved.
That's always nice, man.
That is nice. That's very nice. So get yourself something in time for the summer. That is just around the corner. Bellman and Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Gel sticks, Cam. Take your training to the next level. It's a weighted stick, so when you actually go out there and skate, Cam, and stick handle, it's like lighter.
I know.
Well, making sure, dude. It's making sure you knew the concept of what it's all about. Gel sticks and gelsticks.com. NHL players all over the world are using gel sticks. You should too. Also comes in golf and lacrosse. All right, this has been the Cam Strick podcast. We really thank Patrik Berglund for joining us on this edition. Awesome conversation. You can check it out everywhere you get your podcasts. You know that. Check out our website. If you've missed any previous episodes, including Charlie McAvoy and Matthew Tkachuk and all these guys that are currently playing in the playoffs.
Follow us on social media, too. Pump our social media up, too, guys, man.
Instagram, Twitter.
Help our sponsors.
Facebook.
Follow us. We have Facebook. I have 2 different
Follow all the sponsors.
Instagram, Andy and I, and Brody, and Cam Strick podcast. Just follow all
Jason. Give Jason a shout out.
Jason MacArthur. Jason's an awesome guy.
Awesome.
Follow him. Follow Brody. Follow all of us. Tag us. Text us. I'll get back to you. You know, I don't care if you're bitching. I just let me know what's going on with you. Let me know.
Hey, we've had people reach out to us about sponsoring Cam,
Yeah.
and for some reason, it's gone into our spam folder.
Oh, really?
On the when they email us off of the Cam and Strick website.
We'll get back to you.
So we apologize about that. We will get back to you very, very quickly if we haven't already.
We're not ignoring.
So reach out again. Though.
We love all you guys.
Reach out
so
again,
much. And girls.
Reach out again.
We love everybody, man.
All of you.
And pardon my language.
I didn't like some of the stuff you were saying.
Like what?
You're getting a little. You kind of crossed that line a couple of times.
For what?
I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Man, fuck. Did I?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and listen.
Fuck. Man, sorry about that, dudes. Yeah. We love all you.
Hey, enjoy the playoffs, man.
We love you guys.
Don't get too angry about the penalties and the referees. Yeah. Just take a deep breath and just watch the game and enjoy the hockey.
All right,
okay, you're irrelevant, Cam.
What? All right, fine. I know I am.
This has been the Cam Strick podcast, baby.
All right.